Hello and welcome to the Weekly Scroll podcast, where we are doing part 2 of our crossover reality special. My name is Ryan.
Hi, I'm Leona.
I'm Christian.
And I'm Sean. I'm going to be your GM today for the crossover mission, one night at the Shelterwood Inn, Triangle Agency style. So if you were with us last night, you watched the intrepid adventurers in Liminal Horror take on this adventure. Tonight, we're going to see it from the flip side. The corporate approved, very buttoned up, certainly nothing's ever going to go wrong or step even an inch out of line, Triangle Agency side.
Exactly.
As we are getting started, I'm going to be spamming the chat with a bit of information. We're going to see how it goes, because I've just got I've got a list of the themes that we're going to be dealing with that might be a bit intense. This is a more horror forward experience if you're used to seeing a lot of other Triangle Agency material. So just want to make sure everybody knows what we're getting into as we dive on in. Here I go. There we go. So, folks, let's get it started. Let's get it started in here.
Oh.
We open with a bird's eye view of a bustling North American city. This gleaming metropolis is a center of commerce, a center of culture, and you've never seen it on any map. It's on a state that you're familiar with a landscape that's familiar to you when you look around. This is Turnian City. And as the camera dives deeper, we land at the outskirts of town at a ramshackle intersection. There is a one-story, very dusty pottery studio. And inside the window, we push and we see Agent Cavallo speaking with his student, Odai. Odai, you have just gotten your latest work out of the kiln, and it is totally ruined. It is blackened with soot, and all of the intricate detail work that you did on it is invisible.
Well, another one ruined. I'm sorry.
No. Odai, listen. It's not ruined, it's an experiment, okay? And this is why you're going to succeed, okay? You have to look at all of the bits and pieces, and I have my hand on a shoulder and I'm holding this thing. And what can you learn from this?
I mean, I definitely think I didn't let it dry enough before, because it cracked. I mean, like you said, I guess it's unique for the other in my collection. I don't know. Is it wrong to hang up one that came out wrong?
It's never wrong. Listen, why don't you just give me a big smile, all right? And you'll feel better, okay? All right? Smile forward.
I do feel better. I do feel better. And, we work at a pottery studio. What's one pot,
It's nothing. If you mess up a pot, what do you do with it? Throw it against the wall. Good time, right?
Yeah, but I think I'll save this one, though. But you're right. Thanks, Leon. Dang.
Absolutely.
I just don't feel good when I'm messing it up if I'm supposed to be teaching people like you do, but I guess I've got time.
That's why you'll take over one day, just not today.
Okay, yeah. And I go and just start sort of cleaning off the sort of kiln surface and everything, and set this very like you said, it's just all the colors clearly went wrong. It has these cracked veins through it. Doesn't look good.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just proud of my boy. I'm just watching him, and it's he's got it. Yeah.
And you're Leon, your eye gets caught by a line in one of those cracks because there's a bit of motion in the clay, and you see that the line goes diagonally up, stops, down, stops, and then across to form a rugged triangle. And you know that this is, as you've seen and heard before, a call from the agency. It's time to come in.
All right. Hey, Odai,
Yeah.
I got to take the rest of the day off, but you got this, right?
Sort of start running around frantically, putting stuff like getting like a fresh. Yeah.
Hey, now listen. Just listen. What's the most important thing here is what is our number one rule?
Oh, you said no romantic pottery. Don't let people do the thing from Ghost.
All right.
Okay. Yes.
Keep
this is professional
Patrick
pottery.
Swayze shit out of here. All right. No horn birds in the studio.
I of course I know not to let that up. I know you've told me a lot about the dangers of that. I'm sorry. It's professional pottery only.
One of your other students has arrived early, and she says, "It was one time."
You get. No, I'm sorry. It's fine. It's okay. Just don't let it happen again.
You collect your things and you rush out the door and into a car. We follow that car as it goes into downtown, past the more residential semi-suburban streets, into the bustling commercial district, where on a sunny patio, Diva Chopra sits with her friend Lucy.
Dia is just like talking away. She's like dressed very nicely. She's got I know you said patio, but are we talking like later in the day or like 10 a.m.? Like, is it coffee or wine is what I'm trying to figure out.
Porque no los teos.
She got one in each and each hand, which, you know what?
It's a brunch coffee.
It is.
A brunch coffee wine situation.
It's a brunch coffee wine situation. She got a glass of wine in one hand and a coffee in the other, because you know what? Dia is a lifestyle coach. She's a self-help coach. She is a star. And whatever she does is, in her mind at least, I don't know about, listen, I don't know about anybody else, but in her mind at least, she is the trendsetter. So, of course, she has to do something to buck the norm.
And Lucy sees you like putting that together as you look at your coffee and your wine, and like the satisfying look over your face. And she rolls her eyes. She's got seltzer. She's got a seltzer and a black coffee. And she's like, am I going to show up on Instagram again?
I mean, do you not want to be on Instagram?
I mean, yes, but in a bit more of a curated way, because now I've got, from the last time, I've got friends who still ask me about bungee jumping, and I have never been bungee jumping.
Well, neither have I, but, what better way to let out your anxiety and fear?
But then why are you posting about bungee jumping?
Because I'm a coach and I'm an expert and everybody needs to know what I have to say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm sure it works. Like, think about it. If you bungee jump, you're going to jump off the thing. You're going to scream. It'll let out all your anxiety and your fear. I'm sure when you walk away from that, you won't worry about the rest of your life anymore. Like, who can worry about paying bills when you've just had a near-death experience?
Wow. You really believe that, don't you?
Dia is not cracking up. This is Leona. Dia will like straight face you like, yeah. Like she has drunk her own Kool-Aid. It's bad.
He takes a long sip of seltzer.
I can't even take my own character seriously because she's so ridiculous. Oh God.
We have our silly now so we can have our scary later.
Yes.
Lucy sips like long while she considers like what situation she's gotten herself into. And then she puts down her drink and says, I think I understand, whether you experience these things or not, you think about the scenario and you know how you would react in that situation.
Hmm.
And that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you about today, because I'm just afraid. I have had this thing at work. I've been trying to figure out how to ask for a raise, and like, you are trying to focus on what she's saying, but turning the corner is a full on marching band. A parade is going by, pep
Oh,
rally style. There's cheerleaders, there's trombones, and through it all you see the mascot for a local sports team throwing a football to itself and catching it back and forth down the main bend. And this is such a transfixing sight that you realize that you've forgotten, maybe, or you've just totally zoned out on about a full paragraph of what Lucy just said.
I assume I could like just see it over Lucy's shoulders. I'm like, yeah, I'm like here, like, but like she's just looking over, like, always. Her appearance is always looking past you, so she's like pretending she's very present. So I love that you said that, Sean, because you literally have on the sheet always looking past you. Don't know if you realize.
This is why we do it.
Serendipitous. And so she's like looking over Lucy's shoulder, like there's so much happening there. And she's like, Well, have you tried taking them out for coffee?
Taking who out for coffee?
Them.
Gosh, I mean the board.
I mean, it might be a very sweet gesture. Or get a gift card.
I don't even know what kind of gift card could possibly.
Coffee gift card,
them.
bath bomb gift card.
Oh, this again.
Money goes a long way. I'm just saying, money goes a long way.
And the mascot, you see this because you're still half paying attention. The mascot does a big throw, a Hail Mary pass to itself, and totally whiffs it. The football comes in and lands and crashes onto your table, and then bounces off in the patio. And Lucy jumps back. And you see that the olive and cheese plate that you had in between you has shattered into leaving the remains of a perfect triangle.
Oh, I know what that is. Like,
it's time to
yeah. So I kind of like glance down and I look back up at Lucy and I'm like, how about you,
Did you see that? Was he even looking? What's going on?
I have no clue. We should sue you for negligence. And she's like, listen. She like drops money on the table and she's like, look, text me the whole thing. Let me know how it goes if you do the coffee or the bath bombs or whatever you do. And if it doesn't go and you're still not sure, then text me anyways. Okay?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll try the coffee thing.
Try the coffee thing. And if not, then try deep breaths. Okay? Yoga. I never did yoga, but it's good for you.
Right. Deep breaths, coffee thing, yoga. She's like listing those off while you like disappear into the distance.
Okay, bye. Zooms out.
Smash cut 2. We are inside a sterile, fluorescent lighting, unevenly lit, fluorescent lit conference room with a big smeared whiteboard on one side and very thick, like green upholstered chairs all around this triangular conference table. Robin Winters sits, and your general manager, Sean, stands. And your general manager has a file open and says, So I'm seeing here a lot of discrepancies about your timesheet. It looks like you've been clocking out way, way early, but also clocking in way late on some days. And I see that sometimes you're accounting for that, but the math doesn't totally add up. So I'm curious to know how fully devoted you feel to this organization.
I mean, I feel like I'm just trying to, clock in and out as accurately as I can. My work is kind of pulled all over the place one way or the other. I guess some days there's less work than others, and I want to make up that extra time, and I don't want that to, I'm trying to stick to the clock.
Sure.
I assume that's what you'd want.
No, absolutely. I mean, I absolutely would not want you to fudge your timesheets. But I guess what I'm really getting at is, do you feel like you are an agent of the Triangle Agency first?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's one of many things that I do. I mean, it's been a stressful few months.
You have a family, maybe. You have a pet, maybe.
No, not anymore.
Even one person in your life that you care about.
Sure.
Yeah, maybe.
On the good day, yeah.
Right.
I mean, it's really just mostly the shop in this, but I mean, whenever you call, I come in right in after I pick up.
Yeah, you do.
A thing here or there. Sometimes I'm a little out of town because I got to do pickups for. Well, it's a whole thing, but yes, of course, obviously, this is an amazing opportunity. I wouldn't pick, buying and selling furniture and those kind of things over this, of course.
Now,
maybe the pay could be a little. He stops short when he brings up pay for a second.
Now, I have a question for you, and this is as Sean, the GM, not Sean, your general manager. Out of character, did you just lie?
Did I lie?
Did you just lie? You think about that while I exposit to our audience here.
Okay.
Because still out of character, hi audience. What we're looking at here is three characters who are each working agents in the Triangle Agency. I'm about to walk us through each of their competencies, which are the jobs that the agency has assigned them. I'm going to ask you, the chat, to help us with our accountability. I'm going to paste in the chat the commendation and demerit conditions for our intrepid agents here. And so one of the last ones in this list, the formatting there is disgusting. Well, we can unpack that in a bit, but the
chat has all the time in the world to read that.
The chat has all the time in the world to figure it out. What else are they doing? The Agent Monarch here, Robin Winters, works in public relations and receives a demerit every time that they tell a lie. So, back in character. Still out of character. So do you feel the weight of a demerit rest gently on your shoulders?
Maybe this is putting my public relations hat on, I think that I told a very PR-like truth, which is I did say the truth, but in as barely a telling it as I could. So that's my argument, but you can overrule me or the table or the chat now that they're on working on the companies.
They've all been conscripted. You thought this was a leisure activity?
Weaponized chat.
That's right. Of course, we'll all keep each other honest about that as well.
Also, real quick, the chat will not be in the VOD. Do we want to read through those real quick for those that might watch this a little bit later?
Yes. Thank you. Excellent point. So let's go around one at a time and read through each of our they're called prime directives, which if you violate those, you receive one demerit, and sanctioned behaviors, where if you exhibit those, you receive one commendation.
Yeah, I can start since we were already sort of focused on my character. So my demerit is if I tell a lie, which is the one we were discussing, and then I get commendations if I create a distraction, give a great excuse, or ensure that they will never speak of this again. and popcorn Dia.
I like it. So my I will get a demerit if I touch something living, and I will get a commendation if I dig up some dirt, clean up a mess, or bury a problem.
Yeah,
Finally, Leon.
and yeah. So my prime directive is to keep them laughing. So each. Oh yeah. And each time I talk about feelings, I receive 1 demerit. And then my sanctioned behaviors are to receive 1 commendation when I put on a show, expose an embarrassing truth, or demand a smile, which I wrote down that I did already because I told Odai to smile.
Of Odai,
I demanded it. I said,
You're
no,
way
you
more on top of
smile,
it than I
Odai.
am.
You put a smile on that face. Yeah.
Love it. Oh, I love it. Well done. And you don't need to keep those secret. You can just up and say them when you feel like you've fulfilled them.
Oh, hey, I got a commendation.
Love to hear it. So we slough back into the narrative. And Sean, your general manager, furrows his brow, frowns at what he understands is a truth, in spite of it being not the answer that he wanted. And then he looks up and says, "Oh, good." And you realize that your coworkers have arrived, both of them, at the exact same time. What a coincidence. "Oh, good." And he closes your file and he places it on the table. "Take a seat."
Yeah, of course.
So we've received reports of a potent anomaly about 2.5 hours out of town. This is a fear-based anomaly, and so you're going to need to go in with extreme discretion. Loose ends are going to be particularly sticky, because anybody who sees activity that is outside of the normal is going to add to the power of this anomaly. So we need to make sure that this stays buttoned up.
Anything else that you know about it? Or I think even if like Sean was about to start saying things, I like kind of step over awkwardly, just trying to direct away from my, reprimand.
Yeah. Anything else that you know about it? No, that's all they told me. So here is your briefcase, placing the normal briefcase on your table. Opens a case and pulls out, "Here is your gun," handing out the ripple gun. So does anybody take the normal briefcase, which is the normal briefcase, a requisition used to apprehend anomalies that are either becalmed or exhausted or otherwise subdued?
Yeah,
I think I would. Yeah, I would just look to the group and be like, "Who wants to take what?"
Sure, I'll take it.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful.
Hi, Dia. Hi, Leon. By the way, hi. Nice to see you.
Hey,
Good
buddy.
to see you too.
Here. Who's taking the ripple gun?
Me.
Wonderful.
I always find that a particularly devoted agent should hold the ripple gun. Put it into like a fanny pack I'm wearing.
Go places. A giant fanny pack. And then finally he pulls out a third object and says, "And you'll be using this umbrella to travel?"
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What now?
Yeah, we had we had one of the manifolds over in R&D whip this up for you. So whichever one of you wants to take this, this is a one-way trip to the last known sighting of this anomaly.
Is it like a straight up like black with like a hook handle umbrella, or is it like a golf umbrella with like 2 layers, like pink and red or something?
No, it's like in my head, it's just the platonic ideal of a New Yorker's umbrella, just like
Absolutely.
Funeral umbrella.
I will snag that if that's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So you'll before you open it, single use. So you're going to want to stand close to one another.
Okay. I like shuffle uncomfortably close to Leon.
Yeah, I'm a hugger, so this is gonna be rough for me because I am not a hugger. But I definitely like clap him on the shoulder, bring him in, give him like one of these. He's like, all right, yeah.
Oh, we're getting cozy. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. All right. And then, like, her smile looks a little uncomfortable, but she's holding it.
How we guys doing today?
Dia, you feel both the weight of that shoulder and the weight of a demerit rest on your.
Oh, fuck.
The demerits put me so on edge.
Oh crap! I didn't even realize. Okay, that's good. Got him. I have one demerit. Oh no.
And then Sean just says, "Okay, you can go."
Okay. Just right here. Do we need to go to a different room or
Yeah. No, there's fine.
Okay.
I'm 5 minutes late for my next meeting, so if you could.
Great. Okay, you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, you open the umbrella and smash cut. We see it is 2 hours later. The sun has totally fallen. The sky is overcast. It is raining heavily. You are surrounded by tall pine trees or rather, we are surrounded by tall pine trees and an unlit sign reads, "Welcome, Shelterwood Inn." A passenger bus obscures our view for a moment, and when it passes, the three of you are standing there on the side of the road at the entrance to the inn. Title drop: Triangle Agency. One night at the Shelterwood Inn.
Boom. Nice.
Yep.
I like look up at the sky as we like are suddenly there. Oh, I guess it's a time umbrella too. I just thought it was like a space umbrella. Kind of like go over to the side and like, like take stock of everything feeling a little out of myself from this unusual travel, I think.
You can't really do a time without a space,
I just didn't think it would be night, but don't you think sometimes the agencies should have a little more information for us? I know that's kind of our job, but they've got that whole big building and that office. And I'm sorry. I'll focus on having the gun. Checks it, hides it.
Yeah.
Deep breaths. Everything's gonna be okay. Yes, definitely a little jarring, but time and space. That's a good one. I'm gonna use that at some point. I'm gonna remember that.
It is raining pretty heavily. Are you still under the umbrella together, or have you stepped out of it?
I think Leah jumped away as quickly as she could because she's not supposed to do that. And so her very glamorous hair is now starting to like flatten a little bit. Like it's not looking too great.
Oh. Pour one out for the glamorous hair. Yeah. So what you're looking at is you're standing at the entrance. This lonely stretch of one-lane highway disappears into the distance in either direction and around bends behind the tree line. Ahead, there is a circular or U-shaped driveway with the hotel's central hub / main office in the center, and then rows of rooms flanking it to either side. The sign in the front is unlit. All of the windows are unlit. And there are And there are 3 cars in the parking lot.
What did they say this one was again? A haunting?
A fear-based potent anomaly. And I have Robin has very similar to this, like a piece of scrap paper with some notes on it.
Leah was very clearly only half paying attention. And she's like, right, that sounds like a ghost, right?
Definitely could be. Definitely. But they made it sound a little, maybe a little more serious than that.
Maybe.
Guys, listen, whatever it is, right? We just gotta keep a good attitude about it, and we're all gonna be fine. All right?
Yeah, I think let's just let's go see what's inside. We kind of get a feel for the situation and get out of the rain.
Yeah.
Yep. And I'm gonna do the whole clap thing with Robin again and just kind of like walk in with him, just like, we got this. All right, let's go.
Leah is 2 steps ahead so that she does not get touched again.
Very good. Yeah. Very good, very good. So where do you go?
Lobby, I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think maybe a little uncharacteristically with what we've seen of Robin so far. I kind of like, as we get up to the door, kind of take the lead in entering, but I want to go just through basically into the main door to the like sort of, I don't know if this is just a reception desk or it has a lobby, what kind of like sort of motel it is, but
you walk through the you advance. The word is parking lot. There we go. You advance through the parking lot, past this central garden feature that is really just like tall grass, and to the main, to what you surmise is the main building. Robin, you march up, and you try the door, and it opens easily.
I'll just swing it open and not cross through it, but just like see what we see inside.
Mm-hmm. So it swings open easily. You push in, and the first thing you're hit with is the smell of like, it smells like somebody microwaved cheese for way too long. There's just it's not a rotting smell so much as it is like I don't know. Sour is rotting, I suppose.
I know what you mean, though.
There's
That kind of,
definitely funk here.
Yeah, that kind of funk. Can we see into it, or is it pretty dark in here as well?
Yeah, no. There's plenty of ambient light from the evening glow. None of the lights are on, but this lobby was clearly meant to be like hearken to a sort of hunting lodge vibe. Like, it's got a big A-frame exposed rafters. There is a hardwood reception desk near the center, and on the far end there's an elaborate bar with like a clearly plastic deer head up above it. Surprisingly well stocked. There are deep chairs sort of strewn throughout the lobby, and then doors deeper within.
We don't see, it's an empty room, dimly lit. No sign of anyone, sound of anything.
No sign of anyone, sound of anything. You sit and you consider the sound, and aside from the rain, no signs of motion, life, anything.
Okay. Well, what Robin does in this case, we haven't really talked too much about our clothes. I think that I have sort of like a collared jacket that's been sort of half unbuttoned. And even though I don't think it fits the weather, I've had a scarf tucked inside, like sort of just like a light fall kind of scarf just hanging over my neck. And I'm going to pull that off. And my anomaly is grow, which basically means I'm like a weird flesh creature. And I have a face that manifests primarily on my neck, like a second face, sort of like a almost featureless, but just like eyes, nose, mouth version of my own face on my neck. And I'm going to take that off, and I'm going to try to grow more eyes because I want to see if there is anything in this room. We just can't see it.
Love it. So this is a use of your anomaly ability. Would you give us or you don't have the full rule book with you, do you?
I have the Delta test pulled up. Yeah.
You do. Okay. Would you go ahead and read the ability eyes? So
yeah.
that the folks at home can follow along.
Yeah, if anyone wants to follow along as well, they could go to itch.io and download the Triangle Agency Delta test for free.
Earned yourself
Wow.
a commendation.
Heck yeah. Salesmanship.
That's right.
All right. So eyes is open a few more eyes. Roll attentiveness. On a success, I can spend my 3s on the following types of vision, which last for 1 hour.
Okay.
And then my types I can pick from. Yeah, I'll do that when I pick. So my attentiveness is 1. So I'm not good at this.
Oh boy.
I'm going to try. I don't know if I would have done that if I'd realized it, but it's okay. Robin is trying to look cool. I rolled a 3.
Okay. Exactly 1 3.
1 3. Well, I only roll. Oh, do I roll do I start with any dice? Or do I just roll 1?
Yes. So
okay, I forgot since last time I played.
That's fine. When you make a roll, you're going to roll 64. You will always roll 64.
Oh.
And after
I just rolled 1. Okay.
That's a powerful move. You roll 64 and you count the amount of 3s. So your result could be 1 0 1 2 3 4 5 or 6.
Okay. So then I will roll the other 5 that I hadn't rolled. Shockingly, I still just get 1.
Just 1
total.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is a success. You have gotten a 3. However, that also gives me, the GM, 5 chaos.
Okay.
Chaos that I can use for nefarious chaos effects later.
Okay. And then remind me, what can I do? So could I spend my attentiveness, my point in attentiveness,
if I wanted?
You've got 1
quality assurance in attentiveness. You can spend that to change one of your non-3s into an additional 3. Or, alternately, you could change that 1 3 into a non-3. So if you wanted, for example, to intentionally fail, you could. I don't recommend it in this instance.
Yeah, I think that it's early in the investigation. So I'm just going to spend my 1 3 on heat vision.
Brilliant.
So I think like 1, it's like the eyes were closed when I exposed his face, and it took one of the eyes open, and it's a sort of like red pupiled eye.
Okay.
It's really disturbing to anyone who's not used to it, which maybe Leon and Dia are.
Understood.
I feel like I've seen it before.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, "Oh, hey, little buddy, hi," and not be quite as close to Robin.
Just still arm around his shoulder, but like looser,
but not in his personal space, but right on the edge of his personal space.
His liminal. So okay, how long does this heat vision last?
For 1 hour.
For 1 hour, love it. So we have heat vision eye. Your eye opens and you see that there is on the other. So there are doors inside. One straight back, one to the right, and like sort of behind the reception area. And behind that door, there is a vaguely refrigerator sized sort of block of heat, like low heat, not burning hot, but like noticeable. There is like an aura about the size of a fridge
through the door, you said?
Yeah, like it's clearly on the other side of a wall.
Okay, yeah, like I'm seeing it through there. Okay,
yeah.
But
but aside from that, no, like nothing humanoid. There's no like, and there's not like a coyote right around, like looking to bite you.
Yeah, so I'll just look to the group and be like, I mean, it looks fine to me. Something back behind that door, but it just looks like, I mean, it could be a water heater or something, and will start to walk in.
You look back to the group and you see both your 2 friends or your 2 co-workers wreathed in heat. And then at the end of the driveway, you actually see a sort of blob of heat.
Don't like that. Okay, so then as in the middle of what I said, I was going to say, cut off, and I look past the two of you, and be like, "There's something back there." If I if this eye closes, do I see them, or do I only see them in heat? This blob in heat.
The rain
my
is,
normal. Okay. Like I can only see it through the rain with my heat vision.
yeah.
Something or someone's back there. Something warm.
It's getting closer.
I suggest that you two turn around. Something is getting closer. It could just be a person.
I'll turn and look.
You hear it first. It is the crunching and crumbling of the granite pavestones shifting underneath the weight of a ratty gray van that is being slowly pushed in your direction.
Okay, that's probably not it. Let's go over and see. Is it like it's a bit like it looks like it's being pushed?
It doesn't sound like it's on. There are no headlights.
Okay.
It's just a random van that's off. That's moving.
Yeah. Maybe it's maybe their car broke down or something. Let's go over that way.
Yeah.
I want to go around and try to see if someone's pushing it from behind.
Yeah.
I will follow Robin.
Okay. So still just one umbrella, or are we not splitting the umbrella? Is who's in the rain, who's not?
Oh, that's fine. I'll get wet again. I already got wet. She's not going anywhere near that umbrella because it involves touching.
Yeah, I'm gonna just go there, and if Leon follows with the umbrella, then I'll just be under it. But I'm willing to go in the rain for this potent anomaly's sake.
I feel like Thea is wearing. Like a suit. Like she's wearing like a nice like blazer with like a button. Like she's got this very like office-y kind of suit situation going on. Like, and she's got the magic pants and the top. And she's wearing stiletto heels. And you said there was gravel?
Yes.
And so I think you just see Thea very awkwardly walking across this gravel, just going, yoo-hoo!
And Leon,
who's moving that van? Hi.
Leon's actually the kind of guy that wears like
it's just disastrous.
Leon's the kind of guy that wears a like often like button up, but like floral some days, dinosaurs some days, like anime waifu some days, you know, but always has like a cardigan too in this very like anachronistic kind of trying to be a teacher, but the cool teacher kind of way. And if Robin just kind of starts walking off, he'll pop the umbrella and just do that kind of like one or two quick step walk to kind of catch up a little and be like, "Ho, buddy," and I'll just like pop it and be walking with him.
Okay. So Robin sort of quietly like walking forward and observing, Leon just like jauntily also here to help, and Dia like waving and giving a nice warm southern welcome.
Definitely like trying to get someone's attention, like yoo-hoo.
Yeah, brilliant.
I don't know why she's southern, but she is.
That was me projecting. Because we don't know.
It's canon now.
Oh, beans. Redacted. So your yoo-hoo is met with a slam and a huh and a oh, thank God. And I have a question for all of you. Your characters, what sort of entertainment do they watch? Like, what sort of TV show is their guilty pleasure?
This is a great question.
Thank you.
Reality TV.
I'm reveling in it. Reality TV, yeah.
Yeah.
So then, Dia, you recognize Jones Morrison from the guest's the one 2-week arc that he guest hosted Survivor.
Oh my god.
Because of production snafus, you see his face pop out from around the corner, and he says, "Oh, thank God! Our dang car broke down. Can you guys help us?"
Jones Morrison, right? Yeah, of course. Look, it's Jones Morrison from y'all watch TV, right? Survivor. The guy who had to do the whole. No,
I think I must have missed it, but that's. I mean, we're more than. I'll help you with a van, whether or not I've seen your show.
Yeah.
I go over and start the shit.
You say from Survivor, and the front door to the van opens, and you hear, also from This Mysterious Life.
Right. Yes. Of course. Yes.
God,
that's on my to watch list.
You were on Survivor for 2 weeks. You can't introduce yourself that way.
That one's still on my to watch list.
Yeah, wait, who are these people?
I haven't seen it, but I mean, I'll help him get out of the rain.
Yeah, you see that the van actually has a logo on it, TMS, or I'm sorry, oh my goodness, TML, for This Mysterious Life.
Is this a particularly well-known thing? I don't think that like reality. I think that like Robin probably watches the like really self-serious like Breaking Bad likes like the show that's about a normal person who became a criminal and is now evil.
You've never heard of this show.
Okay,
this could be a prank for all you know. So oh, thank God. And Jones just like gets his hands off of the thing. And he says, we've been pushing it for what feels like years. So we're just trying to, get it into a safe spot so that AAA can come get it.
It's harder to push normally when someone's still in it, but I get not wanting to all be out in the rain, and I'll try to help push it along.
A second head pops around from the back. And this is somebody that you don't recognize, but they say, somebody had to steer? We can't just push it blindly?
Of course.
Yeah, hey, listen, it's fine. We're almost there anyway, right? Everyone just smile real quick. Let's put on a happy face and get this thing up in the driveway, okay? And I'm gonna pop the umbrella down and be like, we got this. And I'll like clap the one on the back and clap the other one. And I'm like, let's do this thing, right? And I'll just be like pushing with
Thea jumps out of the way with the touchy-feely.
Yeah.
How about I steer? How about I steer? Y'all push, I'll steer.
The woman in the driver's seat says, I'm good. Oh my God.
Hi.
What? Dia.
Yeah.
What a dream. Oh my God, guys, it's Dia Chopra.
Nice to meet you. Hi. Hello.
Yeah, yes, please. No, you come. I'll sit here in the passenger seat.
Okay. Awesome.
Blake.
Perfect. Thank you.
Blake Hines.
Blake Hines. I don't do handshakes, but it's so nice to meet you. Handshakes interfere with your aura. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I understand. Yeah, and
yeah. Not that I don't adore all of my fans. Trust me. I'm a huge hands heart girl. Do you know what I mean? Like a hand heart. Do you do hand hearts?
Like,
yeah.
For you, I'll do a hand heart. Are you kidding me?
Oh, yes. See, I love all my fans. I love you. Yes, Blake, you're wonderful.
With Dia Chopra. Yeah, this is
yes. Oh, amazing. Okay, well, why don't you hop in the passenger seat and I'll steer.
She's already shuffled over.
Awesome. And she'll just like prance her way into the passenger seat and starts, or into the driver's seat, I should say, and start steering.
Jones has picked up the umbrella and is just standing underneath it.
Would that count as a icon legend the moment thing?
That was not.
Or is that separate? No. Okay. That was just a thing. Got it.
what Leona just referred to is something that I can do as GM. I can spend chaos to make somebody demand Dia's attention by recognizing them.
Okay, got it. Okay, cool.
And so it does feel a little weird because that is exactly what it would look like. However, that was just us living through the narrative.
Love it.
Yeah. Great. So our team is driving, to pushing. Jones has tapped out and is standing there with the umbrella. Actually, Jones takes the umbrella, walks with the umbrella inside, and then leaves it on the stoop and just disappears into the lobby.
I think Thea will say to Blake, so what is that going to happen to your van? It's putting her foot on the gas just in case, definitely stepping on the accelerator in case, it's just
Yeah, overheated, Jones actually never learned how to drive manual, and so he was actually coming up all these straightaways in second gear, and we didn't know until the engine failed. So not only are we going to be late now, we have to wait for AAA and for however much it's going to cost to repair this dang vehicle. And you hear from a voice, hear a voice in the back. The cost doesn't matter. We got it covered by insurance. Well, still the time.
Nods. Thea nods she totally understands what second gear is, and she's she totally it's pretending she knows manual. She does not. She's only ever driven an automatic. She has no clue what this woman is talking about. But she's like, oh yes, of course that makes complete sense.
Yeah.
Just to add to her ridiculousness.
Mm-hmm. So this operation isn't very involved. There's maybe only another 20 or 30 feet left to push this thing before it's in a parking spot. The two of you in the back, you are working with. So we've seen 3 people so far. There are actually 2 in the back who are with you pushing. One, a lanky, a taller gentleman, very lanky, who's able to just push sort of over one of you, and the other, a shorter individual with longer hair and green highlights. The shorter one is the one who called out that they're insured.
Yeah, as I come up next to them, I'll just be like, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Just push through the rain, getting soaked, I assume.
Yeah, let's just get it. Let's just make it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you do, and spectacular. You've solved my broken car puzzle.
I think as they're going in, and Leon and I have just finished pushing, I'm just gonna go over to Leon and be like, sticky loose ends. Maybe we want to make sure they get picked up and out of here before we dig around into everything else.
Oh, hey, you know what?
It's getting more complicated.
That's a good idea. We're not going to kill him, right?
And then Robin looks at you deadly serious and is like, I would really rather not.
Hey, I'm just joking, buddy. We got this. It's fine. They're just loose ends. It'll be fine.
You say
they haven't seen anything.
And you, it's unclear in the rain, but a high-pitched scream reverberates around you. And
do you have any idea of the direction?
It's not long. It's not sustained. It's coming from sort of the other side. It doesn't sound like it's coming from inside. It sort of echoes around. There's a loud shout, and within a moment, it's over.
I think I'd covered my neck with a scarf again when we saw the group the van coming up.
Yeah.
And I want to drop it, and then I'm gonna look back around behind us. I know you said it sounded like it was on the other side of the motel, but I'm gonna look around and just make sure there's nothing else, and then look at Leon and be like, something's happening.
Yeah, and the two people who were pushing the van with you, they've started unloading and are like moving stuff into the hotel. But when that happens, they like jolt, and then they like look at one another with what feels like a sense of recognition, or like not apprehension. They're like, "Oh, is it go time?"
Maybe
What are they
it's
unloading?
best if we get inside.
Um, yeah, well, the two of them like start animatedly and hurriedly unloading and getting stuff into the hotel.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go like grab stuff too, be like, oh, let's get inside here. But can I look at like what they're unloading? Can I tell what it is? Is it just like boxes or?
Yeah, it is a combination of like backpacks that seem like software misshapen, very likely full of like personal stuff or clothing and like bedding, and hard cases, like like
Tech
they're
cases.
hard tech cases, like Pelican
Yeah, like
cases. Yeah,
Okay,
camera equipment or music equipment or something like that, probably.
exactly like that. Yeah.
gotcha.
So a combination of those two things, but then also tellingly a tripod and like a boom and some other stuff that you would probably recognize as more specifically film equipment.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna grab what I can and head inside with them as they go.
Are they a ghost hunting reality TV show?
That's what I was going to ask as we were carrying this stuff in. I was going to be like, so what again? What'd you say your show was about again?
Do it.
So you're speaking to this is the shorter person. They look up at you and they say, "Oh, you don't know? So this mysterious life is the premier experience for investigating the paranormal and the unexplained."
Oh, that's very interesting.
We were
And
actually very big on Quibi.
oh, Quibi! I never got a chance to watch that because I'm always working. I've got like 2 or 3 jobs.
Yeah,
Was
no,
this where you were
and the rest of
coming?
America.
Sorry, where were you headed?
Well, we were headed to the village of Coldwater. We heard about, local yokel has haunted house. So we were ready for a run-of-the-mill experience, but now I guess we got the night off. Or I don't know. Hey, hey, Blake. Hey, Blake, do you want to get some wild track? I don't know. We're going to figure out. We'll make the most of the night, I'm sure.
Would you say that I was being overworked is a good excuse for not watching Quibi?
I accept.
Okay.
Now,
Thank you. I'll take my commendation.
Does that dip into give a great excuse?
Well, I guess that's the question.
I like that gumption. I'll give it to you this time.
Okay. I'll reach for the stars next time.
There it is. Yeah. So yeah, they've checked out of this conversation and they actually go to engage with the woman who was driving but then moved to the passenger seat and is now inside.
So we've moved all the equipment inside now. We're all just kind of like drying off and setting up, or
yeah. Oh, did you help them unload this stuff?
Yeah, I was grabbing boxes as we go and stuff. Unless we
great. The taller gentleman says when you're done moving something together, he says, "Hey, thanks, man. I'm Joe."
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Cool. Yeah.
No, yeah. If he reaches the hand out, I'm definitely like a double handshake kind of guy. Like
Great.
just a one and then the two. Like, nice to meet you. I am Leon. How? Yeah.
Nice.
How's it going? Yeah.
Doing okay. So how long have you guys worked here?
Oh, we don't work here. We just got here.
Oh. Sorry, I just caught in the chat that Tribby was a huge missed opportunity for me because Tribby is canonically a Triangle Agency entertainment company.
It's great detail though.
So I'm actually I'm using the power of the GM to actually retroactively say that it was Tribby.
There you go. And we all know this?
We were huge on Tribby, and you like know
There
what
you go.
Tribby is. You have a friend who watches Tribby.
Oh, okay.
Great. Hey, thank you so much for helping us. That was if you don't work here, you were just chilling in the driveway?
No. Robin, what were we doing?
Oh, we just bus dropped us off outside, and we just got here. Same as you.
Yeah, we're on our way to a retreat. Hi, the lifestyle coach, and self-help coach, and we were on our way to a retreat, but we decided to get off, stretch our legs, and I guess we just missed the bus. Total accident happens to the best of us,
I accept my demerit preemptively.
Yeah. For having said that you took the bus here.
Like for people, like for the viewer who knows what Triangle Agency is, it's like Robin is struggling to not do this, but can't think of any other better thing. Just leans into it.
Just drowning in those bad boys. Give me those demerits. Good. You're like airing this discussion out, and Jones, actually the person who was pushing and then gave that up immediately, is at the bar and has already poured himself a tall pour of whiskey. And he turns around and he says, "Oh, a retreat. What were you? Sorry.
What was I retreating from?
Yeah, what were you retreating from?
Society, obviously. I'm self-help coach, right? I take on the problems of all of my clients and things like that. Every now and again, you got to go out into the woods to detox, Yeah. And I was telling these two that it'd be good for all of us. We were gonna go to a retreat together in the woods, on the mountain.
Hey, Morgan, that sounds like a great idea. Why don't we go on this retreat? We're all overworked. We're all busting our asses out here. And the smaller person with the green highlights rolls their eyes and says, "We're already over budget. How are we supposed to afford tickets to not work if we can't close this case?" And Jones says, "Well, we can't work if we're dead from stress, can we?"
So wait, you're closing a case. What? You said you're heading to Coldwater, and you broke down. What you said? What was going on in Coldwater? I was pushing the van. I didn't really get what you said earlier.
Jones checks out, and the woman who was in the driver's seat sort of steps in to take over, and says, "Yeah, well, we received a call, we got a tip, and typical haunted house gig. It was supposed to be a top-down day and a half, make our day, figure out what the story is, wrap it, and close it. But we did a whole day of VO in anticipation, and now we're going to be late. We missed our booking. We already missed our booking.
Unfortunate.
So I don't know. So what are we investigating right now? I'm investigating. I suppose how to get the deposit back on a day and a half of local crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hey, why don't you guys call AAA so we can get you out of here, and then we can move on to our retreat. Maybe we'll be able to get something too. But let's.
Well, do you have perception?
Take out my phone.
She holds out her phone because I've got nothing.
I mean, there's got to be a landline around here, right? A place like this, so out on the edge, they'd want something, for sure. So I'm gonna go over to the reception desk, and kind of look over, reach around, see what I can find.
Yeah, at the reception desk, there's a logbook and a a very hokey, homey portrait of, you assume, like the owners or somebody's family, a young couple at the Grand Canyon, and a landline phone. But it's a landline phone that's got like the buttons. Each of the rooms is listed on the speed dial, and they've got hard buttons for each of them.
Oh, okay. Like it doesn't appear like I could call out on it.
No,
Or it has normal buttons and also the room buttons.
it's got normal buttons, also the room buttons.
Okay. I'll lift it up off the receiver and
Okay.
see if I hear anything.
Yeah, you receive dial tone.
Yeah, the phone over here seems to be working. I'll like hand the receiver over to them. You should know the call.
You like you listen for a moment to make sure that there's dial tone. And I am going to spend 1 chaos
Oh,
to use the ability distort. And the room tone, or the dial tone, turns into static. Turns into like white noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll hit some of the buttons, like the just normal like 8, 9, whatever, outgoing buttons.
Mm-hmm.
Any change?
You hear boop 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 boop, and then back to static.
If I hit a room button.
You hit one of the room buttons, and you hear dialing. You hear. Brr, 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 brr.
I'm just gonna turn back to them with it still to my ear.
Yeah.
It's static for everything outgoing. It sounds like, I mean, one of you, and I point to like the crew people, the people who are like unloading stuff. Like maybe one of you is more tech savvy than I am, but it just seems to call the other rooms, but call out busted.
Yes. The smaller person, you get the vibe that they're like the producer, like the go-to, the problem solver, the fixer. They shuffle forward and they say, "Let me take a look." And they sort of brush you aside and pick up the phone and start messing with the phone. And while they're messing with the phone and you stand next to them, I'm going to spend 2 chaos. And you, as you're like looking and scanning the desk, you see that the photo of this couple at the Grand Canyon is subtly different. It is actually, as you look, the Grand Canyon is filling with water.
As if it's like a video or something, I see it filling in real time, like it's a window or a video or something.
You see it filling in real time as if it's a video. Nothing else is moving, but the Grand Canyon steadily filling with water.
I'm going to reach out while they're looking at the phone, flip the frame down so it's facing down, and then just go back over to Dia, I think, and be like, stuff is happening. We need the loose ends out of here.
okay.
Not like you have to do it all alone. I just need to tell someone.
Yeah.
There's something here.
I mean, did you hear that shout earlier? We can't even investigate that either.
No. That's a good question. And while you're thinking of maybe something to do, I'll go. Are there any windows looking out to the other side of the building?
When you say
from
the
this
other side of the
lobby?
building, what do you mean?
Like from the side of the building opposite the one we entered.
No, there are no windows. There's a door.
Okay.
You would assume that the building continues in that direction.
Okay. Then I'll start to head that way, but because I want to look and see if I can maybe see what yelled or something. But we'll just say I'm heading to that side of the room. And
yeah, sure. While you do that, this producer is shuffling with the phone. Jones is at the bar holding court with, for whom, who knows, but is like fully in storytelling mode and is just like, and so the doctor said it was stress, but we all know that that's bullshit. So Robin, you are pressing deeper, going to like see what's up with the door, what's on the other side of this door. Dia, Leon, what are y'all up to in this moment? Just humoring Jones or helping with something else?
Yeah.
If you have something, go for it.
Yeah, no, I'll come over to Jones. So he's just, you said he's just sitting there just having a drink, talking to himself, or?
Talking at everybody.
Oh, just talking in general.
Yeah.
Did he just like reach over the bar to grab the beverage, or did he walk around, or?
I don't know if you noticed, but there is a bottle on the bar.
Gotcha. I'll actually go around behind the bar as if I'm bartendery. And I wanna mix myself up a drink, but I wanna do a little, like, I'm gonna like have the ice situation. I'm gonna do like a cup flip over my shoulder. Nothing like crazy fancy, almost like parodying like what bartenders do, but in like a really like easy way. And I'll just be like, I got a joke for you, Jones. This will help you out a little bit. And I'm like doing a whole like thing for it. And it's like this guy, he goes to the doctor, right? And I'm like pouring the ice in. I grab some Seagram 7, right? And I pour it in, and I'm like, goes to the doctor and says, hey, doctor, like, I'm super stressed out. Like, I don't know what to do about it. And the doctor goes, hey, you know what? There's this famous guy in town, this famous clown named Pagliacci, right? You should go to his show. And then I like grab the gun and I'm like, root beer, like spray it in, a little 7-Up on top of this. And the guy says to the doctor, he goes, but doctor, I'm Pagliacci. No?
Jones like puts down his drink and he says, that's exactly what I'm saying. That is exactly what I'm saying. You earned yourself a commendation for putting on a show, my friend. Yeah, but Jones will follow you anywhere. Like, yes. Yeah, like I'm trying to solve an issue. This issue is with myself. I can't solve my own problem. So who am I supposed to turn to? Some doctor who doesn't know anything? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And he'll just continue unless you have something else to say.
Nope, I'm good. I did my part. I'm just going to sip on my 7 and 7 and
boom, baby.
just see what D is doing.
Okay, so it seems like these folks are kind of loitering around in the lobby. It doesn't seem like we're having any luck with the phone. I'm trying to figure out if Dia's trying to like dig up some dirt, clean up a mess, or bury a problem. And I think she's trying to bury a problem, but she can't figure out how to bury it, or how to clean it up. So she's kind of like, oh my gosh, what do I do? Like, she's just kind of like, I can't self-help these people out of this situation. Like, that's also not the solution here. So I think Dia just kind of goes, well, since I'm not sure about this phone, maybe there's another backup phone elsewhere. And I think she's going to try and escape the situation and follow Robin and like go looking in the rest of the house to see what else, or the building to see what else is kind of like available to try and get rid of these people, because Robin does have a point. This is not good. Also, it's creepy here.
Yeah.
Yeah. The door at the door to the, so Robin, the door that you've been headed towards. You make it. After
Is this the?
Go ahead.
Is this the one that I saw the heat behind?
No.
Okay, that's fine. I'm still, I think, more interested in trying to get to the opposite side of the building from we entered on to try to see if I can see anything outside, a source of that scream. So I'm still going to go through here.
Sure thing.
But I am keeping my heat eye open.
you get right up close with this door, and you see that there's actually a little plaque over the handle. It says employees only.
I still go in.
Great, it's locked.
Does it seem like a very sturdy door?
No. In fact, it seems like visibly cheap, like hollow plywood or particle board or whatever it is that they use to make doors.
Yeah, let's go try the other door. I get probably, if they weren't here, I would just knock this thing down, but we probably shouldn't do that, especially if there's a fear-based anomaly around. I don't want them to think that they should be afraid of us. I'll go to the other side of the room to check that other door.
Mm-hmm.
That I did see the heat behind.
You're walking across the room, and this producer slams down the phone and says, I don't know. I don't think it's going to work. So we should just make the best of this situation. Oh my God, we are so going to get canned. No.
I mean, I'm sure it's probably just something to do with the storm. You know, one line goes down. The phone lines and stuff are probably all pull to pull out here. So it's pretty easy for that stuff to get knocked down. You know, I know it feels bad to not, you know, be able to call and reach out, but it's okay. You know, you're not in any sort of immediate danger. And I'll walk by, having, I think, made a great excuse and hopefully made them not as fearful.
I give a great excuse. Yeah, a power line falling is, I accept as a great excuse for why the phone isn't working. You've earned yourself a commendation.
Thank you. And then I'll head for the other door.
I love how hungry we are for these things. Great. So then this team, aside from Jones is just like deep in it with Leon. The rest of them are having basically what looks like a team huddle, while the two of you question mark try the other door. This one, you actually see it's on a double hinge, and it swings open freely.
Okay. I'll head back through it.
Yeah. On the other side is a kitchen, just a semi-industrial kitchen. You know, white tile floors, tile walls. You know, like a kitchen does it. And from here, the stink, the funk is quite strong.
Oh gosh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
What appears to be the source of the heat I saw through the door?
A refrigerator.
Okay.
Yeah. The lights are off in this room as you noticed that when Jones went in ahead of y'all, he turned the lights on in the main area. But the lights are still off here in the kitchen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'll go and flick the light off too, light on, because that's what I was gonna say. Apparently there's power.
Yeah.
Guess I shouldn't just assume there's no power to this, you know, in the middle of nowhere. I'll flick the light on and we'll see if there's anything else in here that might help with the phone situation or the anomaly, I guess. But
here there is, so it's like clearly a kitchen that's meant to like serve people in this lobby zone, but there's also a place set. It looks like somebody was eating here at some point. There's like a plate and silverware and a bunch of dried, cracked, and caked food that is at this point unrecognizable, left on the plate. And in front of it is an iPad. It looks like somebody was just chilling and eating, but then left the meal.
That food's been there for a while.
Days at least.
Any chance that the iPad has power? And I will go and like tap the thing.
You tap the thing, and it gives you that no power.
That's what I thought. Well, at least there's a kitchen.
Maybe we can charge that thing up. That's a good question, though. Is there like why do they have Wi-Fi here? I'm gonna take my phone out and be like, is there Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
I'm assuming not, but like that's what I'm wondering.
No, there is Wi-Fi. The network's called Shelterwood IN, but it's password protected.
Is there one of those signs back in the lobby that said like guest password or
Maybe, or like on the key cards, like like they give you the key cards and it has the like password and the Wi-Fi on there. Maybe one of those situations.
Yeah.
And I
It
mean,
seems like a key kind of place to me, but we can look.
Yeah. Just because it's bugging Leona and it's making me itch rather than Dia. Can I open the fridge? It's just making me itch. It's just like I want to open the fridge. Sorry, don't know why. I'm just itchy to open this fridge.
Yeah,
it doesn't make sense for her, but I really want to open the fridge. So Dia gets a wild little hair in her brain and goes. She's like. Start looking, like opening up the cupboards and like seeing what's here. She's like, I guess we might as well like take stock of this place. I mean, like obviously we don't want these folks here, but like if they have to stay here, like we should maybe like double check. And she like opens up a bunch of cabinets, sees what's there. Like there's probably some like sugar and salt, and that's probably and like a thing of oil and like just like very basic things, but like nothing exciting. And then she like goes to the fridge and opens it, and I don't know if there's anything inside, but I'm curious.
Yeah. So opening up cabinets and stuff, you see like canned goods, you see plasticware, paper plates, stuff like that. You also see like cleaning supplies and tape, like different table settings to correspond with different seasons and different holidays, different ways to decorate a dining area. And then in the refrigerator, there's an even stronger funk. There's a block of feta cheese that's just completely rounded on the top with bloat on the inside.
Closes the door and she's like, wow, that's the smell. Don't like that. She like goes into one of the cabinets, like grabs rubber gloves, like grabs a garbage bag and like tries to deal with this situation and like tie it into things so it can like go elsewhere and like stop stinking this place up.
Okay,
well that's that.
Yeah. In the main room, Leon, you actually over Jones's shoulder, you see the news crew sort of like gear back up, and the producer distribute keys that it looks like they got from behind the front desk, and they file out back into the rain, presumably to go find rooms.
So my brain settles in. This is clearly a motel, right? Because I mean the sign says motel, so this is like a hub where we are situation, and then the rooms are all outside doors, not like a go inside to your room situations.
Correct. There's like a
gotcha.
Basically the shared grounds is the parking lot.
Gotcha.
And you have to walk through the parking lot to get in each room.
When they were doing that process, was there a chance that I could ask them anything, or did they just kind of like grab and go? As I was
yeah, if you wanted to ask them something, go ahead.
Well, just, I mean, if I can see clearly what they're doing, but I guess just, or even once they leave, my brain sees like a wall behind the desk or something where all the rooms are numbered and there's little hooks and like there's those shaped like this kind of key, like chain things attached to each key. Can I just see all like what the missing room numbers were so I know like where they kind of went?
Yes. You see, so there's 3 of them, and you see that there are 5 missing keys.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. And which keys do I see missing?
Check my notes.
I'll pull out my detailed map of the inn.
Let me
Actually,
get my... Go ahead.
While you're at it, do I get a commendation for cleaning up a mess because I took care of the feta cheese?
Yeah, you do.
I think so.
Absolutely, you do.
Yeah.
I'm even
A
gonna.
very
I'm gonna-
literal interpretation, but it was a smelly one, so I think you should.
It was
get
a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I could even you even dug up some dirt. I would say in locating the source of the stink.
You're right. You're right. Oh, well, thank you. I will take those both.
Mhm. Well, I am a generous GM.
Thank you.
For now.
For now, yeah.
Yes. So the keys that appear to be missing, the rooms are just 1 through 8. The keys that are missing are 1, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And there's 3 of them. Did Jones go with them, or is he still hanging out with me at the bar?
Jones is still there with you, and unless you are able to extricate yourself, he's still.
Nah, I see no reason to do that. My friends left to go somewhere else, and I'm just sipping on my beverage and listening to him kind of rant about whatever it is that he is ranting about, and I'll just wait for my companions to come back and see what they found.
Right.
Thea walks back in, like spritzing Febreze in the air. I love that she brings you this such joy.
I'm just like, of course, self-help guru. First thing he notices is a mess. Has to clean up the world.
She's like spraying Febreze like in the air, like liberally, just like, just like, it's very dramatic. Like everything she does is not understated. Let me be very clear. So it's this very, very dramatic. Like this woman belongs on a reality TV show herself.
Cool.
But she's like, that should help. Maybe. I suppose if it wasn't raining, I would open some windows, but the Febreze will help enough. Oh, where did everyone go?
Oh, hey, yeah. So, I was hanging out here with Jones. We're just chatting,
Oh,
and it seems
where
like
did
the rest.
everybody go?
Well, it looks like they grabbed some keys, so they probably just went to rooms or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, what's my room?
Well, Jones,
Well,
why don't we
let's-
get you a key and maybe you can take a nap?
Yeah,
That's a
let's
good-
see here. We got a couple left back here because I'm still like behind like the whole situation, and I'm like,
Right,
so
you're behind the desk. So
Yeah.
there is water just now sloughing off of the top of this desk.
oh,
Oh.
cool, yeah. looks like we got a little bit of a leak here, guys. It's fine. And I'm just gonna like kind of like this, and it's like, but it's fine. Here, let me grab some rooms, and here we go. So we got number 2, number 3, and number 8. So so there's 3 left. There's 4 of us. So Jones, why don't you take number 8? And I just like chuck a key at him. I'm like, go take number 8, buddy.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah.
worry about the water. It's really pouring out there, and this place is pretty old. It's
Yeah.
probably got a leaky
Oh,
roof.
Probably, yeah.
I see there's a leak right there. I think we got it, but why don't you go and go?
Yeah, no, sure. So if the management comes back, you could let them know that I need a 6:30 a.m. call.
Oh, for sure. Well, I'll
I'm
let
gonna
them
write
know.
that down for you. Yeah, yep.
Thanks. Yeah. And he shuffles out.
Hey,
He
Jones.
takes your umbrella and
Yeah,
steps out the front
doesn't
door.
work anyway. Hey, listen, before you go, why don't you turn that frown upside down, buddy?
I've never liked that phrase. And he walks out the front door.
After he's out of view for like 10 or 15 seconds, like he's turned down the side, I'm going to pick up the picture frame, which I assume is pouring water,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just going to chuck it out the front door into the yard where it's
Into the
raining.
rain? Yeah, perfect.
And be like, and then look to Dia and be like, that's the kind of thing that I said was happening. Is splitting them all up into their own rooms good? I don't know.
Hey, listen. So real quick, do they have to smile in order for me to get accommodation for demanding that they smile?
Listen, you
All
demanded
right.
a smile. You got yourself accommodation.
Frown
like
upside down. I'm at
I feel
4
like we need to see.
accommodations.
Dang, I catch up. I feel like we need to see what the. Oh, by the way, I think that was a great excuse about the leaky roof. Also, while we're in commendation
That's a
zone,
good
I agree.
excuse about the leaky roof.
we gotta. I want to see if we can figure out what that scream was. I don't like that. I think Dia might be right. This could be a ghost thing. These are ghosty things, but we got these people.
It could also be mundane things. I mean, that could have been a coyote for all I know. I mean, like the smell wasn't a ghosty thing. It was just the cheese in the fridge. You notice that in one of Dia's jacket pockets, there's extra rubber gloves.
Okay.
Just as a side note. Just as a side note, so that she
For the
doesn't have to touch
future.
anything living.
Foreshadowing. Oh, very good.
I'm gonna let them know that I didn't see which rooms they went into, but there were there's 8 rooms, right? And I just tossed Jones number 8. We have rooms 2 and 3 left for us. I assume if we decide at some point to fall asleep, Robin and I will bunk up and Dia. That's all you, kiddo. But there were 2 keys missing. If there were 3 of them, or they took extra keys. So there's either people already with room keys, or they took extra.
Multiple. Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine that. I feel like so 1, 4, 5, 6, 7 were all gone. I can imagine that if possible, they would have stayed in adjacent rooms, and 1 seems to be the farthest one away that had a key missing. So
Were they going to bunk up for the night? Like
Listen,
Jones or what?
So I was just chatting with Jones, my buddy Jones there, and they just huddled up, grabbed some keys, and left. That's all I got. That's all I got.
I mean, maybe they just want to rest. I mean, this is a very frustrating situation. It's stormy out. It's not like they're gonna get any electricity. Maybe we can fix the phone. And
Look, I'm just thinking that the producer seemed really stressed, right? And if I'm the producer, I'm thinking it's the middle of a storm and I'm in an old dark motel and I'm thinking, let's make this the show, right? They were talking about being over budget and everything.
Yeah, but I got him drunk, so
I don't know I don't get the sense that he provides a lot to the making of the show. I'm worried that they're going to do their thing out here.
I think you're worrying too much about loose ends and not enough about the fact that we transported here in an umbrella to find an anomaly, and we should figure out what that is.
Fine. Well, yes, you're right.
I could kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Listen.
What?
I already said we're not going to kill them, but
that's a metaphor, honey. That's a metaphor. Hear me out. I'm gonna make a big carafe of hot chocolate, and then I'll go and knock on each door, and I'll go, room service, and we'll see who answers, and that'll tell us who's in each room.
Okay, and then I walk away to the back of the room, and I want to call on the agency to unlock the staff only door.
Yeah, very good. Okay, I think that.
By the way, Christian likes this plan a lot, Leona, but Robin is very flustered.
Listen, that is so valid. It's so Dia is just growing slightly more unhinged by the moment, and I love it. But also, you're allowed to tell her no. Mm-hmm. She might do it anyways. I'm just saying.
So I believe this is the first time we're doing this on today's stream. So
yeah.
Christian, you've just asked for a reality adjustment from the agency. That means a role where you're just generically tapping into the agency's power. And so we're trying to reshape reality such that this locked door actually isn't locked. And what do you think this looks like? Is it just picking the lock? Is it making it so that it actually was never like a locked door? Or are you just jostling?
I think it would be, I don't know what this like necessarily like thing this would fall under. I'm thinking in my mind, it's like older. It's like aged enough that the lock doesn't even hold. Like I don't really have to bust it. I just by turning the knob, it like would pop the lock because it's a little more rusted, a little more aged.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That feels to me. That feels like a presence or a persistence
Sure, I can roll
style roll.
persistence. Is that fine?
Brilliant.
That's the one I have pointed. So.
Excellent reason.
Okay, I rolled 1-3.
That's all you need, baby. So if you have quality assurances now, you can spend those. A reason that you might do that is because right now you roll 1-3, which means out of the 6 dice, 5 of those are not 3s. I get 5 chaos. You can spend quality assurances to turn those not 3s into 3s. If you have 3 or 6 3s, I don't get any chaos.
Okay, so I could like spend 2 of my persistence to make it so you don't get any chaos.
Exactly. Or you could spend 1 so I get 1 fewer chaos.
Yeah, I think I'm already frazzled and thinking I'm starting to get in that like cyclical thought of like this is only going to get worse. So I'm then I need to save it. I need to save all my energy for later. So I think I'm just going to take the 1 and give you the 5 chaos against perhaps my better judgment.
That I now have 7 chaos.
That's fine, probably.
Yeah, which is all fine. Yeah, as we all know, it's very fine. Mm-hmm.
And you spent chaos already on the Grand Canyon picture, right?
I did. I spent a total of 3 chaos.
Yeah, and breaking the
3
phone.
chaos for that.
Yeah. Okay. No, it was 1 chaos and then 2 chaos.
Yeah, 1 chaos for the phone going dead.
Whew. So 7's a whew. All right, cool.
7's a doozy.
So then I'll just turn the knob, turn the handle, and it sort of cracks this lock that's all aged now open, and then see what's in this room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're easily able to force it open. On the other side of this door, it's a small, oddly shaped hallway. It looks like half hallway, half storage. And this is like clearly managerial, like personal stuff. There's lamps, more photos, toilet paper, stuff all along this closet. Okay, I'll describe again. You open the door, dead ahead of you, there's a second door. To the right, there's all of this shelving that I've just described. And then just to the side of that shelving, there's actually a staircase going downstairs. So to access the shelving, you would need to stand on the stairs.
Okay.
Okay. Can I peek down the stairs to see where they lead? If I go halfway down the stairs and peek, do I see what's down there? Is it like a basement?
Yeah, it looks like a basement. It looks like an unfinished basement.
Okay, creepy.
Always worth checking the basement in these kind of calls. But I'm going to go down here. I want to see if I can make out what was the scream, where the scream was. I'm going to go through that other door.
The other door, not locked, opens easily. And on the other side of it, you see the entryway into an apartment. Essentially, this is clearly a home. They're
where the staff would live or something.
Well, specifically,
the owners.
Specifically, you see photos from you see a large photograph that somewhat resembles the couple that you saw or at least half of the couple that you saw. Then you realize, oh, this is decades older, possibly a previous generation. And then smaller photos of, them with a child and that child slowly growing until they become the person that you recognize from the Grand Canyon photo.
Must be a family business or something, because it's the same people in all these photos. They must have lived here and ran the place. Man, no one has been here in a while.
Yeah, you see here on this side of the doors there are windows leading to the outside. All the windows have had their curtains drawn, blinds open, and there's you pass by and there's actually a candlestick immediately on your left on an end table as you enter. There
Okay.
is there's like a half door that's half open that looks like it leads into a bathroom to your left. To your right, there's the hallway sort of expands into a nook, and then ahead there is a narrow hallway that looks like it has doors on either side.
Anything with heat vision out of the ordinary?
No.
Okay.
Is it like super dusty in here? Like, I mean, I guess it's also kind of dark in here because is there electricity here?
I don't know. You
Oh.
try the light? Question mark?
Yeah.
It turns on.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Is it like super dusty in here? Like, it doesn't seem like all of this has been super untouched for like a while now.
It is not super dusty.
Okay.
I would say it is slightly dusty.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Well, the basement seemed unfinished, and this seems quiet.
The whole thing seems quiet, which I don't like. If they said it's a potent anomaly, nothing about this seems very potent. Which makes me worried we're missing something.
Maybe I should try the hot chocolate strategy then.
If you want.
Okay,
I'll peek
Operation
down the
Room Service.
basement.
And he like scurries out and like goes to the kitchen.
Operation Room Service.
Well, so I stayed behind the desk again during all of that. I'm just gonna rifle through this now that I'm alone in here. Is there like a visitor? Is there like a log of people that stay, like people that sign in? Are there recent receipts? Is there like anything that tells us time and scale and scope?
Is there anything in time and scale and scope? I'm going to put a pin in that question for a second. I'm going to spend 7 chaos.
Oh no!
That's a lot. That's a lot.
That's a
to spend
lot of
at
chaos
once.
to spend it.
Which is a lot. I'm spending 7 chaos, and I'm not going to say why.
Oh boy!
What was the
Cool.
question?
Oh, is there just like a visitor log or the recent receipts and like it? Like I'm trying to gauge when the last time someone was here was. So if someone like signed in on a date, or if there's like a credit card receipt in somewhere or something like that.
Yeah. The logbook stops. The latest entry is from 6 days ago,
Okay.
and it says, it says, Everly 1 under
Okay.
room. So you assume room 1. And then the immediate entry before that is Smith, question mark, room 5.
And then before that was enough time that I feel like those are the most recent things that have happened.
Yeah. Before then, there's like a slow business appears to have been slow, but like steady.
Gotcha.
Once a week
Gotcha.
at least, there's somebody renting out a room.
All right. Well, I'm gonna I'm just gonna take the log with me. There's no reason not to just grab it. And then I'm just gonna go hunt the other ones down and just let them know that 2 room keys are missing, 2 recent guests. They're probably in room 1 and 5 if they are still here, which means our friends of the mystery whatever the heck are probably in 4, 6, and 7, and 8 for Jones. So why don't we just start with 1 and 5? Where is Dia?
You smell hot chocolate coming from the kitchen.
She's off operation room service. There's Wi-Fi here. Was there a password? Did you see a password anywhere at the desk?
You know what? Can I flip to like the front of the logbook or something that I'm carrying, or just like see if,
I just want to get
there's
them
something?
on their way out of here.
No, it doesn't look like there's any like information sheet or like, there's no like guest information there.
Gotcha. Were there like welcome packets at the desk in the front? I can like jog back in there and just be like, oh, maybe there's like sometimes there's like a card that they like write the Wi-Fi password down on, or there's like a sticky note behind the register. There's nothing. Yeah, nothing. Dope. No, Robin. We got nothing.
Okay, on my phone, I'm gonna try the passwords. Password 1, and 1 2 3 4.
Don't forget Shelterwood Inn.
And just Shelterwood.
Sure,
Yeah.
Shelterwood Inn and a Shelterwood. And if none of those work, I'm gonna be frustrated and be like, yes, Leon, we should go check 1 and 5.
Okay. Cut to you are frustrated. Yes, Leon. We should check room 5.
It's
Thea,
like
I
an
think
Edgar Wright style like speed cut of me entering all these things.
I would like to say, if I may, that as you say, yes, Leon, we should check room 1 and 5. Thea walks in with like a stack of paper cups and a carafe of hot chocolate. Like there's like a cart nearby that she's like found. She's like, oh, awesome. Well, we have the perfect excuse to go look at room 1 and 5, right? Operation Room Service.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. Yeah,
Let's
you know what?
go.
And that'll put a smile on people's faces. Let's go.
I feel like not to do your Josh John, but I feel like jump cut to like all of us standing in front of room 1. Thea knocking on the door, just room service.
Montage. Yeah. So room 1 is actually, you walk out the lobby and immediately to the right, the first unit on the right is room 1. And over the awning, you see it's got like in hand-carved wooden letters over the doorway, the Admiral's quarters. It says.
Oh, they're themed. Can I quick like just take a big step to the left and see what it says over room? So if we walk out the front, it's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Like it's
No, the ones on the ones on this side are larger. This is 1 2 3, and then 4 5 6 7 8.
Oh, interesting. Cool. So what does it say over 2?
You like waltz on over to 2, and over it's in this one was way more expensive. In cursive letters, it says the honeymoon suite.
Ooh. And then while I'm jogging, I might as well just go check out number 3.
I'm not checking my notes conspicuously. I'm just vamping because I've got the time to do so. So I want you to think about that.
That is a power of mine, but I'm not giving it to you because you're the GM.
No. You've got me. I don't have a name prepared for this one. I'm going to say the
executive.
Of course, because it's room
the most boring of the suites.
Yes, room 3, the executive suite.
Got it.
Yeah, and as we're walking down there, I'm going into like agent mode, and to the group, I'm like, okay, so this is what I'm thinking, right? The rain is wild. It just keeps going. Rain, the water from the frame, it was like filling the Grand Canyon, picture the Grand Canyon. That's what I got. Water. Maybe like someone drowned. I can't get the ghost thing out of my head, Dia. I'm thinking like this is a person who, I don't know. I'm trying to like walk through the what could have caused this anomaly thing.
And Thea looks at the sign that says the Admiral's quarters, and she goes, "Ship,
Water.
Admiral, water."
Look at us. That's 2 and 2, and we are putting it together, guys.
Uh-huh.
I like this.
Let's knock on the door. Let's get some hot chocolate. We don't. So I also do believe that someone with hot chocolate and two creepy dudes standing in the rain is probably not the best way to do this. So why don't we I don't know, tuck around the corner and just listen while Dia
Slide out
does
of
her
frame. Yeah,
situation. Yeah.
we'll go
She
out of
absolutely
sight.
yep. Yoo-hoo, room service. Hot chocolate.
So you knock.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. And there's no
Room
response.
service.
And there's yet again no response.
Um.
Now I have a
Windows.
question.
Try the door.
Have y'all played The Last of Us?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's a no from Ryan. So Christian, you the two of you are sort of like Scooby-Dooing, like peering around the corner, right?
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
Like
Stacked for sure.
right. So Robin, you turn to Leon, I think, to like, or like you look back to Leon to like report like you were like saying windows, right?
Yeah. Make a comment or something.
Trying to say like windows, and there is a third person there.
What in the split second? What do they look like? Like, what do I get?
Yeah.
Like, is it one of the crew?
Is it one of the? It is not one of these four people that you've met before. This is like a this is a white man with pale blonde hair in a sort of comb over, maybe late 20s, and in a collared shirt, but with like as if with like sort of a black ichor coming out of their mouth.
Okay, when I notice the black ichor, I am going to grow more limbs.
Ooh.
I want to try to basically like grow an arm out of my back. Like I want to like have an arm that wraps around the back of this guy and pulls him to the ground. I was probably going to do that even when he didn't seem ichor covered.
I love it.
So that is, so for people who don't know, it says grow more limbs, roll dynamism. So my dynamism, I have 2 quality assurances in that. I'll see what I roll here first though. Oh my gosh, my rolls. Still just a single 3.
Wow.
That would give you
5
that would still give you 5 chaos then.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm going to spend
Let me have
both.
5 chaos. Thank you. Oh,
no, I'm going
man.
to spend both of my quality assurances, I think, in dynamism.
Okay. Which means that you've turned it into a stable success. 3 3s means that I get no chaos.
Okay. And then, so on a success, I gain reach and control enough to keep 1 target engaged. And for each additional 3, I can disarm the target or add 1 target or knock out the target. And I think that I am going to spend all my 3s on this one person. So it's like we're leaning into the window. I look up and see this, and then it's like out of my like under my jacket from behind me, these 3 arms just reach up onto this guy, and I try to pull him down, and they're just gonna like batter this try to knock this guy out and like hold him down.
Yeah. Okay. It's easy. You apprehend this person, this thing, immediately, like 1 arm from behind the back slams to the ground, a second arm like pins, and you've got this figure pinned.
Yeah, then I'll just like turn back around and be like, he was like right there, to them as these 3 other arms are coming around holding this person on the ground.
Yeah, hey, I'm just like, did I see the guy, or did he see him behind me and then just the arms kind of did their thing?
That's how it was in my mind. Yeah.
Yeah, hey, that's never not fun to watch. When I turn around and look at the guy, like, what is their reaction to being pummeled by random growth arms?
Confusion and just like an unfocused sort of.
Did I knock them out?
Was that one of the powers?
Yeah, that's one of my options. Knockout
then
target.
they're out cold. They're stunned. Yeah.
Yeah, because my original success was enough to engage them, but then I used my one of the additional 3s to knock them out.
Yep. So then they are out cold. So there is.
Trying not to add any loose ends in case this is just your run of the mill ichor-mouthed in person.
Standard. Yeah, we stand in solidarity with the ichor-mouth community.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna like kind of crouch next to him, you know, kind of like hands up on my knees here, and just kind of look at this guy and give him a quick once over. I see ichor mouth, I see pale blonde, I see pale skin, I see blonde hair. Is there anything else like weird?
He was like right behind you. He was like right over us.
Listen,
I had to get him out.
You do what you got to do to people that look like this, buddy. No arguments here. So, do I notice anything else weird? And if not, as in like, I don't know, spikes coming out of his body, ichor coming from somewhere. If not, I'd love to just rifle this guy's pockets. Just, yeah.
What you notice is that the ichor is just like sort of oozing out of his mouth. Like it does not seem like this thing had a mouth full of ichor.
It is not, in fact, like charcoal toothpaste or something.
Yeah,
he's not coming back from a latrine. Yeah, it is ichor.
It's just pouring out.
Yeah. And anything in those pockets? If I kick him, do keys fall out?
If you kick him, yeah.
That was a joke. No, I'll just run his pockets. Yeah.
You examine corpse. And corpse has a key in it, and the key is for room 1.
Do I recognize him from any of the pictures back in the family part of the inn?
No.
I don't like this.
No, because I look at the
my arms. Book. My arms go back under my jacket, and I'm just holding him down with my normal arm.
So do you just progressively get like bigger in general, like as you progress through the agency? It's just like, yeah, I've got to wear a scarf and now a second coat, and then like, you know, but
in my mind it's like a Mr. Fantastic style but flesh monster, where it's like they like grow out and then I like reabsorb them.
Gotcha.
But the face is permanent, unfortunately.
Yeah, you're rocking the whole like
it winks at you.
Yeah, the thing that isn't named or whatever the business is. So Averly, right? Because one was Averly. This must be Averly, if I remember correctly, in the Admiral suite. And that's all they got is just some keys. It's just
I guess
key?
Let's go in.
Yeah,
let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. Why don't you unlock the door and I'll just grab the body. So I'll just start dragging this guy by the feet into room number 1 if they want to open the door, and we'll do that.
Yeah. So you unlock the door? ? Robin, Dia?
Yeah. If no one else will, I will.
Yeah. I figured I was going to pull the body in.
You unlock the door. The two of you are pulling this body in. You are just at the threshold of the door, and you realize that the tall, lanky man from the crew is standing stock still and staring at you, jaw down.
Oh shit! I like start moving the body to the side of the door out in the rains.
And I'm going to call our break there.
Cool. All right. So everyone stick around for just a second. We'll be back in a couple of minutes, and yeah. Bye. Hello, and we are back for more Shelterwood Inn.
That's right. Previously on, our agents made it to the secluded Shelterwood Inn, helped an intrepid set of investigators get their broken van into the parking spot, oriented themselves in the lobby, found a photograph that started spilling out water, and watched the members of this film crew distribute themselves into rooms, started Operation Hot Chocolate, where they started distributing, where they went room to room with room service to do an audit of who was where. And at the very first room were ambushed by some ichor-mouthed so-and-so, who was immediately apprehended and knocked out cold. And they started dragging this person into room number 1 when they locked eyes with one of the investigators. And that's where we are. So you are caught in that moment. An infinity hangs in the air between you.
Oh,
and he's the first to move. He points. Says,
I was knocking on the door. Why didn't you answer?
who the hell's that?
No
Who are
one
you
of
thinking?
consequence. Well, I'm Thea. Remember, I was trying to bring you hot chocolate.
He runs, and he goes to
Dang.
he goes to the next room over. He was in room 4. He runs over to
I'm gonna
room 6.
yell to like Leon because I'm trying to drag the body out of view. I think I'm gonna yell to Leon and Dia and be like, I think we should stop him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to what I'm gonna do as this person flees is I'm gonna tell him to just keep walking, you know? And what I would like to do is toss him into a bit of a maze to make it take a little bit longer for him to get where he wants to be going.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Love that.
Yeah. This is one of my manifold powers, one of my abilities. So I get to roll some dice, right? So on a success, they are trapped, and for each additional, I can do more stuff. But on a failure, they just immediately get where they're going, which is really like 20 feet away anyway. So I'm not really that worried about it, but we'll see what happens. So I'm rolling 6d4s here, we're ripping it and seeing what happens. I got 2, 3, 3, 3, 2, 4. 3 threes.
Whoa.
What up? 3 threes is Triscendence.
Triscendence.
That's right. Triscendence means that you are perfectly attuned to the agency's power. You are working in perfect concert with the Triangle Agency. Triscendence means that not only do you succeed and you have 3 threes, you are able to pick from a menu of 3 options. Those options include, I've got the names for them here. I've got the names for them right here. Everybody remain calm because I've got the names for them right here. You could either select all hands, which means that instead of 3 threes, it can be any number of 3s, including higher or lower than 6. You could circle back and recharge 3 of your spent quality assurances, or you could claim Employee of the Moment and receive 3 commendations.
Well, listen, I'm just stacking those commendations. But so, I feel like adjusting the number of 3s would make me be able to catch more people, but there's only one person, so I'm not really super worried about that. What was the first one you said about the all hands on deck or somebody hands?
All hands is any amount of 3s, and then there's recharge 3 quality assurances. I don't think you've spent any.
I haven't spent any yet. So
Ryan, you could also make the maze last for additional rolls past the first for each 3 you spend. So you could be like 10,000 and you could just trap this man for 100 years in a maze. Not to say you have to do that, but you could spend it. I think on that too.
Yeah, but I mean, at some point we'll probably have to let him go.
You're probably right.
But they automatically remain trapped until I make another roll. So really, I can keep him trapped for as long as I want. And I feel like the trap, like, am I able? Does that just a reality thing? Am I able to discern what that is? I mean, it's not like an Itachi Ginchu flashback being stabbed with swords forever, but like, is it just feeling like he's just like almost in like a nightmare, like running forever but not really going anywhere, so he doesn't really understand? But
it's like doing that stretch zoom, like the Nazgul or Nazgul are coming stretch zoom thing, but forever.
Yeah. But that's what I'm gonna do, and I will also take the 3 commendations, because that's where I'm at right now.
So you've rolled 3 threes, so this will last for 3 rolls. You can make 3 rolls.
This guy is. Yeah, he's stuck forever. So yeah, I'm gonna do that and just have him feel like he's just running forever towards this door. And I'm gonna feel real good about myself for that, knowing that I got all 3 of these commendations.
Good job.
Hey, well done. What you see and what any observer might see, even though there are none, is this person simply blinks away. They take step and then disappear behind an invisible wall. And for them, they're in an eternal maze. But for you, they just went away.
So I did that.
Oh, sorry. Please continue.
Oh no, that's it. So we're good. He's fine. We're all good. Listen.
Good.
Right here. So room 1 is open. Let's
Was he sleeping in this room? Why was he in
why don't
here?
we go in and find wait, I feel like, so what happened was we were all outside. Was Jones in the room, or was he just like outside of the room?
This wasn't Jones. This was
this was a different crew guy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The lanky person.
The lanky.
Yeah, the lanky.
Did he just happen to walk upon us from the outside, or was he in the room?
He was not in the room. He was.
Oh, I thought he was in the room.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, either way, I would have done the same thing, but I thought he was in the room. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Glad we got that cleared up.
I assumed we were dragging body. This is what I imagined, is that Dia put the key in, swung the door open. I got feet, you got hands, we're dragging. And then from our peripheral, we all kind of noticed at the same time, tall dude just standing there watching us try to drag this body into a room that you just punch with like 3 hands.
Yeah.
And then immediately started running. And I was
And you you worked him. Okay.
That makes more sense. My interpretation was the unlock the door and the dude was in the room, like being like.
No. Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, guys, let's move the body. All right. And
let's look around.
Yeah. Drag the body into the room. Shut the door behind us.
Mm-hmm. And this place is a mess. The bed is soaked and sagging. The sheets are strewn all about. The drawers are pulled open. There's bits of wood and scattered clothing everywhere. And on the walls, written in blood, ? In charcoal toothpaste, ? Large and then smaller again and again. I tried to catch you. I tried to catch you. I tried.
Well, who was this little friend trying to catch then? Are you a fisherman? She kind of does she like half thinks about nudging the body with her foot and then remembers and doesn't do it.
I'm gonna look around for like power cables or something from like a lamp. I'm gonna looking for something I can like tie this person up with, like tie their hands and feet in case they wake back up. And I'm gonna plop them on the bed in the meantime.
Do we want to just bury him? Like I can bury a problem.
I don't know what we're even going to do about the crew people of the show.
That's fair. Well, maybe we'll designate this room as the bury room.
There's a standing lamp and it's got a long cable, or what is it? An extension cord. Power cord.
What's the bed wet with?
Water.
That's
Not
a pattern.
people juice. Got it.
Does it seem like there's like a leak from the roof or something? Like, is there something in this room that would have let the water in?
There's no leak from the roof. No, it doesn't seem to be pouring in from anywhere.
Everything's wet in here. There's some thing with water.
There's still coming out as you're tying this guy up. There's still stuff coming out of his mouth.
I think you were right, Robin. I think you were just right.
It's something with water, right? So I we're assuming that he wrote that probably, right? Like he's the one. He's got the ink coming out of him, right? He put it up on the wall. It seems like. So
Do you think he drowned, or do you think someone close to him drowned?
Someone did.
Because I mean, the it's all coming out of his mouth, like drowning, trying to catch fish, swimming in the ocean, splish, splash,
Yeah.
taking a bath.
That's a good. That's a good
Sorry,
idea.
not sorry.
No, I like zone out while you're saying that in the background, and then it's like, wait, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I want to I go like this, including my neck face, squints up, and I'm gonna try to grow more eyes. Again,
More eyes.
one
so you
eye was
still
not
gotta eat.
enough.
Yeah.
Do we think more people are? Have we closed the door? Like more people are going to happen upon us,
Oh.
right?
No, for sure. Slammed that door right as we toss that body in. Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure. I was like, do I need to roll a thing to protect us? But I think we're okay.
When I attempted to grow more eyes, this time I rolled 2 3s,
Okay.
which is good. That's what I wanted. So when I have 2
Which-
3s,
That means
okay.
that I get 4 chaos.
Yeah, what's that in again? Attentiveness. I'm going to spend a point in attentiveness to not give you that.
Okay. You never give me.
I'm freaking out.
You never give me
And-
chaos anymore.
So for
We gave you 7.
you've had plenty of chaos. So for 2, so I guess I have 3 success in that case, but for 2, I can do anomaly tracking. If an anomaly or resident has passed through here recently, you can see their trail or them if they're incognito. And I specifically want to see if he's the anomaly.
That's so cool. Oh my god. That's really neat.
Very cool. So first things first, you see that the 3 of you are residents and you have a glow. But you also see that this figure has like centered at the mouth. There is a glow of this anomaly, not the whole figure. So you surmise that this might be a person who's been influenced by an anomaly or somehow affected by an anomaly.
Okay, but it's not the anomaly
It's not itself. Yeah.
Mm.
And you see this whole room has that afterglow of anomalous activity.
Okay. And then with my last 3, I'm going to spend it to have night for eyes so I can see in the dark. So yeah, it's like you guys, it's like I go like that and I open, and then I think like I have a third eye that grows up here, and then there's both of the eyes open on the face, and they're like different colored pupils, and this one's like a glowing blue
It's beautiful.
for the anomaly tracking.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, okay, this is the anomaly's work, but it's not the anomaly. I was really hoping we could just put this thing in the briefcase and be done with it, but no.
Bucket. Bucket. Catch it in a bucket.
I
Put
thought
it
you
in a
said something
bucket.
entirely different. And I was right there with
I
you.
thought you said something with that.
Do I want to know where?
Yeah,
Bucket.
that's all I'm hearing, guys. I don't know what you're hearing. That's what I'm
No, I
hearing.
mean, I don't think that the ichor is. I don't think that's the anomaly. I think the anomaly did that.
No, I get that, but we've been seeing water around, right? Like, if that's the focus, then maybe it just wants to be caught in a bucket.
That's a possibility.
I mean,
Sure.
the anomaly didn't. She points at the wall. She's like, if it didn't catch them, does it need to be caught in a bucket? Is there a
True.
bucket?
Maybe
She starts looking around for a bucket.
I bet it either. I wonder if it either likes water or hates water, but either way, having water might be useful. You're right.
I feel Listen, guys, I feel hate. I don't know about you. I'm getting hate here. Looks a little hatey to me. Now, did you say the mouth seemed like anomalous activity, or that like an anomaly might be like in this dude's mouth?
You can't see, but I assume Robin would convey to you that there's
Robin.
there's this continued outpour of this dark fluid that's coming out. And
I'd like to is there
it's not like it fades. All of that has the glow of anomalous activity.
Right. Is there like spoons or forks or chopsticks or like, I don't know, any small hard object in here that I could find?
Like a doctor's lozenge.
Literally anything, yeah. Or just like even better, like a tongue depressor, you know?
Yeah. There's a comb in the bathroom.
Perfect. So I'm gonna just be getting up, digging for that. You guys hear me like tossing shit around in the bathroom. I come out with a comb. Is there a toothbrush maybe even? Or like
over the bathroom door, first of all, has a bunch of seashells hot glued to it that form the word the poop deck.
Perfect. God, this is so this classy place. So I grab whatever objects I can do that, and I'm gonna go back and just like squat down over this guy, and I want to phone's dead. Still got a flashlight though, right? Robin? Yeah. Anybody, you guys? It still works?
Yeah. I'll take my phone out. And
iPhone or Android?
Robin's definitely a cheap Android. Like $150 in and out the door. Not like bottom barrel, but like, he's not paying monthly.
Yeah, like the G or something. Like something that's like way down the list of like the top devices. Makes sense. If you could just shine that light here, I'm gonna try to like use whatever I have found and kind of like, without being above it, and kind of like pry this guy's mouth open a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to do.
The rate of flow remains unchanged. It's steady, but this unconscious dude now just has a wider open mouth.
When I look inside, is it coming from like a throat situation?
Yeah,
is it
from inside?
Like, is there anything, but nothing like stuck in his mouth or in the back of his throat or something we can see?
No, just this dark fluid.
Should probably put him on his side. And roll him onto his side. So
in the recovery position.
Yeah, I was reminded. I know this is a little bit of a mood breaker. Yeah, but I had like a flashback to there's a scene from Aqua Teen Hunger Force where someone says, "Flip him on his side." That's how Hendrix died, and that's what I thought of at this exact moment. So I'm thinking of that and going, I'm going to flip him over so he doesn't, like drown.
So he doesn't drown.
Thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Again, maybe.
Very courteous of you.
So that sucks.
I think we're onto something, but I don't think it's here. And I think we have a motel full of other people that it could probably do this to. So,
you know what? 1 and 5 is the plan. We got one handled. He's tied up though? We tied him up with the extension cord. That's the thing that Robin did. Yeah. So here's the problem. We can't really gag him, right? Because
no, we shouldn't.
I mean, maybe. But I feel like he can't talk really anyway. It would probably just be like blah, 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 you know?
I don't know. I felt like it was probably better not to let him do anything.
All right. Let's just is there a tub in the shower situation in the shower, or is it just like a shower situation?
This has a standing shower that is wood paneled with a circular porthole.
Dope. Why don't we drag him into the shower, lay his mouth over the drain, and go check out room 5? I feel like that's a fun plan that we should really get on. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Keeping that positive energy, guys.
I love it. You should come on my podcast.
Absolutely, sure.
Awesome.
But let's do that. Yeah.
While they move the body, I will grab I assume this room somewhere in the chaos has an ice bucket.
Yes. Yeah. Right on the counter.
So I grab.
No,
Perfect.
it's been tossed aside.
It's been
like
tossed.
it was like knocked off of it, but it's still whole.
I will grab the ice bucket. So I am now possessing a bucket and a briefcase.
You gain 1 bucket. You may
Plus
add to your
1 bucket.
inventory 1
Thank
bucket.
you.
Yeah.
Cool. And can I assume in like a very like Scooby-Doo, like, God, this is terrible kind of way, we can like open the door and like one head peeks out, one head peeks out, one head peeks out, and like sees if like anybody's like out in the situation at all?
Yeah, very good. No. Coast seems clear.
Okay, let's.
Thea walks out with her ice bucket, places it on her little trolley cart that's been waiting there with the hot chocolate, and continues with her little ruse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's go to 5 and maybe see what's in there.
You walk past. You have to go across the. Across the parking lot to get there. And you pass room 4, and you hear nah, nah, nah.
Is that Jones?
No, Jones is an 8.
Oh no, wait, Jones is an 8.
Yeah. So does this sound like just someone snoring and sleeping very loudly? Is that the sounds that we hear?
No.
Or like a vocal exercise?
It sounds like what it sounds like.
It sounds like it. Yeah, I could see it being Jones going like.
I see it being that
red leather, yellow leather, or whatever.
Does it sound like a male voice or a female voice, or?
It sounds very high pitched, likely a feminine voice.
Oh,
okay.
great.
So that's sure, that girl, the green hair girl.
Let's peek in. I think. Like, is there a window?
You never got the green-haired producer's name.
Yeah, I was talking about the driver lady.
Oh yeah. That was what we talked to.
Oh, so the driver does not have like the green tinged hair. It's the other one.
No, yeah, that was like the producer. We didn't really like get the name of or talk too much.
Gotcha.
Well, either way, we can check in on them. I have
let's. Do you just want to go to 5? It could be.
We want to go to 5.
Okay, fine. We'll go to 5 first.
I feel like she can't make. I feel like she can't make that noise with ichor coming out her mouth. It's all I'm saying.
Go to 5.
Yeah. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
We'll go to 5.
Okay. All right, 5 first.
Yeah.
All good. Whatever you want.
Ichor expert Leon. Okay.
She makes a point of being very serious and being like, I validate your choices.
Yeah.
And then she
I'm
keeps
just
walking.
saying, our goal is the anomalies, and loose ends are ends, not middles. So let's focus on one thing at a time.
I really do need you on my podcast. You give good life
Make a good point.
Yeah.
Very good.
All right, let's head that way.
Great.
All right.
Okay, so you Scooby-Doo like
Yep.
for the room 5. And you've still got the hot chocolate question mark?
Yes. Oh yes.
So Dia has equipped 1 hot chocolate, 1 ice bucket.
Room service. Again,
There's
nothing.
no response.
Anything around the corner? Anything in the windows?
So this is part of the row. This is in the middle of the row, so there's no like around.
Okay.
Gotcha.
If there's a window,
just in case she's like checking over her shoulders because of jump scares, because that happened last time when she knocked.
If there's a window, I want to see if I can like see anything, even maybe through the curtains with my. I feel like the heat vision's probably about worn off at this point because that only lasted an hour, or it might be gone. But I want to see if I can see anything with the anomaly, at least.
With the anomaly vision, I'm thinking.
Processing.
No. With the anomaly vision here, you do not see anything. You like peer in the window, and you see a room that does not appear to have been slept in.
Who'd you say took this room again?
Smith question mark.
Smith question mark.
I don't see anything strange in there. I mean, we can pop the door if you want.
Yeah, we can pop the door. I can try.
Just I think
Try a little agency popping.
Yeah, I think thoroughness is a good time.
Yeah.
Let's get it popping.
Let's get it popping.
So the door is unlocked, actually.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
All right.
In we go.
Okay.
Peeking around.
Right inside, the room still appears to be largely untouched. However, immediately inside, you see there are two suitcases. There's like carry-on travel style, a dull red suitcase next to a vibrant blue suitcase.
Did we see those earlier on the truck?
You did
On the
not
van?
see. You did not see these earlier on the truck.
Luggage tags?
So smart.
No luggage tags.
Dang.
I'll just go check the bathroom real quick. Just give the whole thing a once over. Are there any mints on the pillows? Any situation like that?
So in the bathroom, the floor is wet. The floor is wet because the window is open, and the rain is steadily dripping in.
I'll shut that real quick. Well, can I give it a peek outside real quick and then?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This window looks over like a small strip of like not manicured grass, but like tame grass. And then there's a thin tree line marking the end of the property. And then on the other side of that, you see the gas station next door.
Gotcha. Okay. I'll just shut the window and. So, well, that's interesting. So somebody, Smith question mark, may have checked in and then checked out. But I wonder.
Yeah,
What?
I mean, it seems like they hardly
Checked
got a
out.
chance in here, and maybe they either left or whatever the anomaly is got them or something. But I mean, it doesn't look like they had a chance to even get in.
Yeah.
Stay
Can I
in
put
here.
it in the luggage?
You may.
I wasn't
though,
going to do it. I already rifled a corpse. I didn't want to do the bags too, so I'm glad somebody did.
I am a dig up some dirt girl. Let's be very clear. Can I take that commendation?
Yeah, well done. You may take the commendation, but before you are able to get in there, I actually am going to spend 2 chaos.
Oh,
And the television in the room flicks on. It's an old CRT style, like tube TV, and there's the click and the boom, and and as the static gives way to the image, it appears to be showing like an old VHS style home video. There's an athletic looking man like setting the camera and smiling, and then turning around, and he says, "I'm not going to go easy on you this time." And you hear a young laugh, and then he like mock runs over, gets down into position, and you see him on camera. He says, "Hut, hut, hike," and he dials back. He throws. It's not a football. He throws a stuffed animal. He's like, "Hup," and then this a child, a 5-year-old child, catches it, runs into frame, and the man says, "Oh, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you." And the kid laughs and he jukes, and the man deliberately doesn't catch him, and the kid, laughing, makes it past him. And then And then he says, "Touchdown!" And he throws the stuffed animal down. Touchdown! And the man picks him up and says, "Oh, you got me!" And it cuts out to static.
Do I recognize either of them from the photos?
Yeah, you recognize the man. You recognize the man as appears.
Is he the one that kind of grew up?
The man looks like a younger version of the older one. The one.
Okay.
From the, yeah.
And
Well,
the younger one then
that's-
most likely is the guy from the Grand Canyon photo with the
Yeah, I think it's the same. Like, I think it's the
Father,
same
son.
guy, just over his life or whatever.
What is
Yeah, I mean,
that?
that's the family that was here. So I mean, this has to be connected to all that, but that's not a good sign. This TV thing.
What did it say in the Admiral's room? I'm sorry I didn't catch you.
So I didn't catch you. I tried. I think I tried.
I tried to catch you.
I tried to catch you.
I tried to catch you. They were playing catch, kind of.
Yeah, but they caught it. So
Maybe
I still think you might be right on someone drowning, someone falling,
Yeah, like
something like that.
something
Either way, we
happened
gotta
later that involved catching that didn't happen, I guess. I don't like it.
Yeah, it makes me think it's something to do with the dad. I mean, if it's the kid, but I don't know. We got to find the thing first.
well, have we gone in the basement?
No.
Oh.
Well, so we've been with the agency for a while.
Trust
Feel
me, I
like-
said when we crossed, we always have to go in the basement with this kind of thing. But
this unfinished rainy basement. So real quick breakdown of what's going on here, just so we could all get on the same page. We get here, we see nothing. This crew of loose middles shows up. We hear screams, right? We all get together in motel. They all go to rooms, 2 empty rooms or 2 rooms not occupied by them or us. We check rooms. First room, weird ichor person. Second room, creepy dad relationship situation on TV. And we have back room of their stuff and potential basement. I don't see anything else on the property that we could investigate necessarily. Have we noticed a body of water? Like, is there a lake that we see nearby? Is there like, there's nothing that we can like look out and go, well, there's a gas station. There's the, obvious place where someone drowned and we can go get an anomaly real quick. That's not a thing that we see right off the bat.
No.
Great. So basement.
yeah.
Great.
Okay.
Great.
So you stand there for 3 more hours.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
we'll head to the basement. Yeah, I think that it's like
Yeah.
in my mind, I feel like it's like I feel things keep escalating, especially after like the 2 interactions with the people, like both the crew member and that. So I think I'm like, in my head, I'm like, we got to speed run this because I'm worried that it's gonna like dominoes are gonna start falling. So yeah, when you suggest that, I just go.
I'm sorry. Are you in a hurry? Are you just yes or no? Are you in a hurry?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I have a thing for that. It's called "We've Got Time."
Okay.
I like Sean's
Okay.
stance. It basically if I get a success on this, we've got we've got time as long as we focus genuinely on the task. Is basically how this works.
Oh, that's very helpful.
Yeah. So it's like, if you're worried, we've got time. And I feel like
Okay.
Dia is the sort of person who will like absolutely unhesitatingly say, it's okay, we've got time. And she pulls out from you don't even know where, this instant film camera. And she's like, selfie, cheese. Like, I'm happy. I love how happy I make you, Sean.
I love how happy it makes me.
And the instant film camera that she uses obviously spits out a picture, and she's like, "Oh, that'll develop in half a second." She like tucks it away in some pocket. You don't even know where this came out of. But yeah, we've got time, and when you're in a hurry, roll professionalism. It says so. I believe I roll all 6 of these,
That's right.
and I pray for a lot of 3s. Is the plan?
That's correct.
That is 1 3.
Delicious. So on a success, you're right. Your pursuer is too slow, or the full moon is not quite ready to rise until you're done, as long as the task is focused on and approached genuinely.
Yep.
So,
For each additional 3 above 1, I gained an additional minute of preparation. And this was with professionalism. I will burn. I will burn.
if you spend right now, I'm getting 5 chaos. So
yeah, that's why I'm like, I will burn/spend. I'm just trying to think of how many I want to spend. I will spend 2 professionalism,
making that a total of 3, a stable success, and I get 0 chaos.
You get 0. You've done it.
Never let me get any chaos.
I spend 7 chaos off screen once, and then they won't give me any more chaos.
Oh, I'm sure I'll give you some chaos soon enough. But yes, so that means that we get at least 3 for each additional 3. So we get at least 2 additional minutes of preparation. But so long as we've genuinely focused on the task, we've got time.
Mm-hmm.
Which it sounded like it was search the basement was the task in my mind. Yeah.
And so we've got time. Things aren't gonna go too wild. No promises on the people, but at least we've got time.
Okay. I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's what I do. Timepiece, baby.
Yeah. So you focus diligently on the task. So this is you saying, "We've got time." Crossfade to you are. You make it into that internal hallway, and at the top of the stairs, you look down, and this unfinished basement awaits. Who does what?
I'll head down first.
Robin, ever brave, you with your anomaly vision see that,
yeah,
there are traces of anomalous activity here. There's a trail of it going in and out of up this stairwell and into the owner's quarters behind you that you were just in.
Yeah, it's been back and forth up this thing. I just say to them as I head down.
Mm-hmm. And you follow the trail, and in this unfinished basement, there are a lot of exposed 2x4s, like loose nails, OSHA violations a go-go. And there's, ancient equipment, something that looks like an old piece of a sawmill, next to furniture, next to an elliptical. It's very eclectic stuff from over the decades. In a place of relative prominence, there's actually a stack of what appear to be a bunch of different trophies. But following your anomaly vision, it's very clear. There's actually a small rectangular grate in one of the walls in this basement. And it looks like there's just a line straight to it from the stairs.
I think it's either in there or it's been going in there. Down in the little crate. That seems to be, I look around the room, that seems to be most of what's here.
A grate. Like a metal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Yeah, I guess let's try to get it off, but be on your toes, everyone. Does someone else want I pull out the gun? Does someone else want the gun? The gun's,
I have the briefcase.
I think, probably more useful for someone. I just have the arm thing, and that can be useful in other ways. Leon, do you want the gun? Take the gun, Leon. The umbrella,
Sure.
The umbrella got used up. I give you the gun and I push the barrel away. because it would totally also kill us since we're anomalies too. And then I'll go and try to pull the grate off.
It pops right off.
I like brace myself to pull it. It goes, and it like I overextend because it comes off really easily.
Yeah, like loudly clattering to the ground.
I guess I'm gonna go in.
How big is it?
It's large enough for where you don't have to crawl, but you do have to like scoot, if that makes sense.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, like 3 feet or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I look down in, I have night vision too right now. So can I see if I look down into it, can I see anything?
So the grate, this rectangular grate is over a circular opening. So it looks like it wasn't designed originally with the grate in mind. And it is a hole bored into the wall. So there's maybe 5, 10, 15 feet of this little tunnel ahead. And on the inside of it, you see your night vision shows you the fine details of this little tunnel, but on the outside of it, it sort of your vision scatters into vagueness. There don't appear to be any features for you to like.
Okay. It looks like a tunnel, and then
the ground extends in.
Okay, like it opens into a bigger room or something.
Exactly. Yeah.
It looks like it leads to a big room.
I mean, you're the one who can see, so I feel like you should go in first. But I'm right behind you.
Yes, I know. Okay. Yeah, well, let's go. I squat down and crawl in, like, crawl walk in a video game and down the thing.
Yep. Crouch.
Yeah. So you crouch and you walk in, and you as you scoot through, you see that there are thin metal guardrails on either side of the floor as it extends out. And as your vision opens up, you see that overhead, probably up to the ground level, up above you, there is this tall, deep, and wide brick and reinforced metal inlaid dome. And you are overlooking a 10, 15-foot drop into a huge pool of water. You're looking at this is a water collection cistern. You see rainwater dropping in from the ceiling, and you hear droop, 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 droop.
Ooh.
This looks like a very easy to fall into place.
That's very drownable.
If I look down
drownable.
Do I see, we said the trail of the anomaly came in here. Do I, like, looking down into the water, do I see anything in the water? Like, do I see any other anomaly thing?
Oh, it looks hella anomaly in here. This is, yes, there is a potency here that you've recognized before, and you can tell that you have entered this anomaly's domain.
Yeah, we're in it now. It's somewhere here. Is there, you said the guardrails, is there any way to get down into the cistern? Like a ladder or anything, or is it not really meant to be accessed that way?
There is at another end, there is like a pulley winch to bring up buckets of water.
See,
and
buckets.
And yes, there is a the same sort of thin metal frame that is the handles. That material is used to make a ladder as well, immediately on your left as you enter. And as you're scanning, you with your night vision, you see on the other side of the tunnel in the basement, crouching over. It's Jones, and he waves.
Is he glowing anomaly?
He's glowing anomaly.
Like the other guy? The Icker guy was, or is he like the anomaly glow?
No, he's glowing like
Okay.
the Icker guy was.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll like half wave back to him and then look at the group and be like, he's like the other one.
What are you guys doing in there?
Hey, Jones. We were just trying to see if we could find the telephone wire.
Mind if I look? I bet I could find it.
Jones, that's not a good idea. Jones, we're gonna go back out that way, and Thea will. Thea
What were you
will.
gonna
She's not gonna be able to put gloves on fast enough, I don't think, and I think she's just gonna walk forward and actively touch Jones and push him back. Because I don't think I can justify that she's gonna be able to put on gloves. Like she's gonna it's like that split-second panic of like looks to pocket, looks back up, and realizes that she's not gonna have enough time, and just like bum rushes forward to like push him back so that he does not come in here.
Earning yourself one heroic demerit.
Thank you.
Because just to check, was he in the basement behind us, or was he he was already down in this room?
No,
he was back behind us.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
okay,
what
cool.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, he was in the basement. He was like forcing his way through this tunnel, but then Thea, you just like push him.
Yep.
And start pushing. And he pushes back. He seems it's not going to be easy to overwhelm him.
Is it Jones pushing back, or is this somebody else pushing back?
No, it's just like a fairly fit adult man pushing back.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
Listen, Jones. Listen.
Yeah, no, I think I can help. I think I know what you guys need.
What and what's that?
I think you need to take a closer look. Just dive on in. Just
No, Jones, I don't think that's necessary. I think we should sit down, Jones. I think we should sit down and meditate. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah.
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 Let's take a nice long think about it.
Yeah, let's do that. That's this way in the basement, not this way in the tunnel. And she's gonna keep pushing. Is there something? I don't know if there's something I can roll for this. I don't know if that's how that works.
Well, yeah, if you want to like adjust reality in some way, like to make it so that he's standing on butter, like the sky's kind of the limit.
Okay. I would like to readjust reality so that Jones is on rollerblades.
Yeah, very good.
Okay.
It is hard to push someone when you're on rollerblades.
I just like you got wheels, my dude. Like you're just gonna go right on back.
Let's see. I think we need to decide which quality you're rolling first.
Oh, okay. Okay. That is fair. That is fair. I just rolled. I forgot about that.
This feels like it could be initiative if it's about changing their footwear out from underneath them, or maybe subtlety.
Yeah.
Which of those?
I would argue initiative.
Let's go with initiative then. So,
okay.
Do you have quality assurances?
I do have quality assurances in initiative.
Splendid.
And since I kind of jumped a gun and rolled, I will tell you the result of that roll now. It is 2 3s.
Hey, all right.
Bam.
2 3s is a success. There's no benefit to having additional 3s, but you can spend 1 to make sure I don't get any chaos.
I'll let you have some chaos.
Aww,
I did promise.
As a treat.
As a treat.
Can have a little chaos as a treat.
Little chaos. Just a little bit. Yeah. But I will wheel Jones back into the basement and probably by Dia's like escalating tone of concern, like she's trying to pretend everything's fine, and then she puts on, she makes the rollerblades happen. Like I'm sure the other two could probably hear the concern in her voice. The panic.
Sure. Mm-hmm. So you are, Starlight Expressing Jones across the basement. You've basically
We gotta meditate over here. We gotta meditate over here. Come on.
No, but wait, wait. He's totally kerfluffled.
While that's happening and he gets kind of wheeled back into the basement a little, where I'm like, okay, I think Dia's dealt with this for the moment. If I look down into the water, do I see anything? Like, do I see a person in the water? Maybe like an object, anything from this vantage point? Do I need to like partially climb down the ladder to see more? I think I would.
I mean, it's almost a little difficult to distinguish amongst all of the anomalous sort of for energy. But it does seem to be somewhat concentrated in one spot, and you can't see any sort of figure within that. And if you like squint and try to focus on the non-anomalous part, it's probably just underwater. It's unclear.
Oh, there's something in the water. It's the water. I think Leon, you got to help me. Dia can only keep him for so long. I don't know Is it safe to assume that the kid died in the water? The kid fell in the cistern. The dad didn't catch the kid falling in the cistern. Am I making leaps here? Have I seen too many movies?
I mean, that's where my head goes. But I'm trying to think of what I can do to. I mean, we're not going to jump in. Right.
I don't think we should. How do we calm it down? How can we convince it that its kid's okay? Or
you hear it reverberating powerfully throughout this hollow chamber. I'm
gonna get you.
Point up at the echo.
Yeah.
How do we get that to calm down? We have to. We can't just put it in the briefcase. And I don't know if we want to fight it.
Well, that's the same thing they said on the tape with the doll and all that kind of stuff. He said, I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. You know? A little less fun this time. Do we try to get the thing out of the water? Or...
It's literally like I'm standing there. Robin's like standing there going like trying to think through this as like someone's being wheeled, Jones is being wheeled around in the background. So
we think this thing is in the water, right?
So, I mean, it looks the water's key.
Yeah. So listen, I know a shortcut from there to here that I would like to create a passage from this dark thing in the water to where I'm at. It says we need to get somewhere in a hurry, say the phrase, I know a shortcut, and then describe a short path to the discussed location. It seems like that's a puddle right there. And it seems like the water might be some kind of like conduit to reaching into pulling that thing out of this small body of water over here versus going into that big body of water over there. Is that a reality that I can make happen?
Would you rephrase what you're trying to do for me to make sure that I understand it?
What I'm like what I want to happen, and what I'm looking at the physical reality and how I can change it, because there's a manifold, space, dimension, time, all that stuff is something that I can play with. My thought is that by reaching into this puddle I see here, I'm actually reaching into the water that is right around that thing over there, and like basically pulling it out over here is what I'd like to do.
Yeah, like you're reaching out from the bottom of the cistern or whatever when you put your hand in the ground over here.
Almost like a portal situation where I'm like, I reach in, I grab the thing, and I actually pull it out over here instead.
Yeah. So making a shortcut between there and where you like, you can kind of tell where this thing is based on that. Yeah.
Right, and then I'll just kind of like, whoop, you know. Yeah. I'd love to do that. That's the thing that I would love to do. So let me roll my situation here. I got 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 2. So I got 2 3s.
2 3s. Great.
And I'm using initiative. Do I have any initiative? I have 2 initiative. I'd love to spend one of those.
Smart.
To create a stable success. You know, sorry, Dia gave you enough. And that's what I would like to happen is just like notice this puddle that's always kind of been there,
Huh.
and just kind of almost like a magician, like reaching into a hat, kind of just and
Yeah.
grab onto what this thing is. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like I'm making light of an incredibly creepy situation where I'm trying to, as Leon, to feel like but like reaching into this like darkness deep within this puddle to pull forth like what we don't know. So I'm like actually like sweating as I'm like doing this too, and just reaching my hands down towards that darkness is what I want to do.
Yeah. So you
Try to
made a
grasp it.
shortcut. You made a shortcut sort of through the water. There's a puddle right next to you. You grab, and you're reaching in like towards the center of this anomalous force. So you like very Bugs Bunny style, like pull up your sleeves, flourish, grab in, and you successfully make a shortcut to the center of this anomaly. And I spent 2 chaos. And you are grabbed, and you hear,
I got you.
and you are pulled through your shortcut. So the two of you see Leon disappear into.
Can I
That puddle.
do?
Not the two of us. It's only Robin because
Oh, right.
because smash cut to Thea sitting Jones down like back in like the lobby, and is just like sitting cross-legged on the floor like yogi pose style, and like, all right, Jones, breathe in, now breathe out. Like she's doing, and it's not even authentic. Like it is the white girl of white girl yogas. Like it is bad. Like it's disastrous when she's making Jones do this thing and being like, "You need to calm down, and you need to calm down out here."
You've got his legs crossed, but he's still got the rollerblades on.
Correct. So he's not going anywhere for a while because she's gonna make him do that and then hightail herself back.
Incredible.
Can I attempt to grab Leon before he goes all the way through?
You may attempt to, yes, if you'd like to reshape reality, yes, but this is an anomalous force using anomalous power.
I think I want. Can I grow? I think I want to grow more limbs again.
Beautiful.
I want to get army again.
Oh boy. Oh no.
So okay, I spent all my dynamism already, so it's just going to be a straight roll for better or worse. But
If you're out of that means it's not going to be a straight roll. You are suffering from burnout.
Oh no, because I
Mhm.
spent my 2 points.
If you have no remaining points, then yes, you are suffering from burnout.
Okay.
And your
What does
roll
that do?
receives -1 success. So you need to roll 2 or higher successes in order to succeed.
All right. My other question is: did Leon take harm or just get pulled in?
Oh no, just got pulled in.
Okay. Well then, I think I'd still do it. I think this is like the thing that Robin does. So I take -1 success.
Uh-huh. Oh boy.
All right, I got 1 3. I'm counting them up. 2 3s. 2 3s. So -1, so 1, but you get 5 chaos, unfortunately.
Just what you needed. Sadly, I only get 4 chaos because burnout doesn't affect the amount of chaos, but I still get 4 delicious chaos, and I'm going to write that down right here. So
then
you,
with that,
you got exactly what you
gain-
needed. You succeeded.
Yeah, so I gain reach and control enough to keep 1 target engaged.
Mhm.
So can I take that to be that I engage Leon? Like I want to keep Leon out of the water. I guess in my mind I wasn't grabbing the thing, but if it can only use against the thing, I'll grab the thing and pull it through instead of Leon.
Yeah, I think in fiction it would be pretty gruesome if you tried to grab like Leon's leg while it's got Leon's arm.
Here's my
Okay,
shortcut.
like yeah, that would be like,
So
I know that would be bad.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
you've both got
Please no.
like it's got Leon's hand and you've like clasped
I've got
around that.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna try to pull it back through
Mhm.
if I can.
Yes. Yeah, so you've got it engaged, right? That 1 success means that you are able to successfully keep it occupied. So
Okay.
you're able to force a stalemate there. What that does mean, that I think is because you don't have additional quality assurances to spend, the extent of what you can do with that power.
Okay. So yeah, but I can like yell out to Leon, be like,
Yeah, to Leon, and Leon is now
try to get out,
freed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Leon, you feel that pressure off of your arm, and you're able to come loose.
Gotcha. But we're
Yeah,
not.
and it's like I was gonna say, like, I'm standing like a little ways back, holding with both my normal arms, and there's one arm's coming through the jacket that's grabbing into the pool. So I'm like bracing myself. So it's like, yeah, we're like, me and the thing are like stalemated or whatever, but you can get free.
Oh my God, it's so epic.
But can I then immediately, as I like break free and still see that they're struggling, can I try to grab the thing and rip as well?
Yeah, sure. Are you going to use supernatural strength or just your puny human arms?
Listen,
to put it that way.
I run a ceramics shop, sir. These hands and forearms are vascular and strong.
That's why we need the no ghosting sign.
Yes.
Because people can't help themselves.
The suitors are always coming in.
Keep those horned birds out of here. So I have this thing, and before I say what it is, I think you'll know that the second part of it says, for more details, please see the FAQ and design supplement, page 4.
Yes. Yeah.
Is that part of the game, or is that like a reference to like a thing that needs to be referenced?
No, that's not just like design hell or corporate hell. That is where the ability lives. It's called Gyre the Gimbal.
Uh-huh.
And I'm bringing up the text now.
Oh, is this your what ability is?
Yeah. Well, because
it's
it's different, because
thing?
the manifold the Delta test has double take, but this has Gyre the Gimbal on it.
Correct. Gyre the Gimbal replaces double take.
Okay.
In this FAQ and supplement.
Okay.
So the ability reads. I can't share it. That's fine. I'll just read it. The ability reads, adjust your balance and roll professionalism. On a success, you change the direction of gravity up to 90 degrees in a direction of your choosing. If you're in a room, it affects only that room. If you're outside, it affects everything within 30 yards. This effect lasts until you make another roll. For each additional 3 above 1, choose 1. The change doesn't affect a single target, such as yourself. The range is infinite for a single target, or a single target's gravity is rotated further than 90 degrees. On a failure, you become unmoored from gravity. For at least an hour, your body acts as if it is in a zero gravity environment.
That'd be bad.
It's probably going to become a loose end.
Yeah, dope. Cool. So we're going to do that. I'm going to Gyre the Gimbal the gravity like through the shortcut. You know what I mean? Like just. So we're gonna we're gonna use gravity. We're gonna use 38 feet per second squared against this mofo, and
presumably, just so you know, that will be 180 degrees of rotation if you're trying to get it to come up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so what we would be going is sideways?
So you need at least 2 successes in order to get it to come up.
Oh, because we got to keep the rotations happening. That's what. That's how math and degrees work. So let's do this.
If you've got quality assurances in professionalism, it's basically guaranteed. But.
So it's interesting.
Sean, let me ask you something. This is probably just because we're like 3 hours into the session, but what if I were to roll to have the agency change math so that 90 degrees is 180 degrees?
You son of a bitch.
Power gamer mode and triangle agency unlocked.
Power gamer unlocked. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll allow it.
I was mostly
This is
asking
amazing.
as a joke, but
I say this as the guy who's GMing this session of this game, and not as in my official capacity as designer.
Okay, well then I'll try to do that. What do you count that as?
That would be, I don't know, probably presence if you're trying to impose your view of reality on every science.
Now, if I don't normally have any points in that, does that mean do I have burnout, or do I just?
That means that you'll be burnt out. Oh
well, this might just be worse. But I've committed.
So
I
mean-
also have a proposal.
I also have 3 points of professionalism, so it'd be really. I mean, I gotta like all I need is one before we, to bump it up for a reality changing.
We'll just say I have the thought. I have the thought.
Yeah.
If you're okay, unless you want me to roll, Sean.
I mean, I love that we've taken this journey together. I want you to roll because I'm hungry for chaos. But listen, y'all got to do you.
Yeah, I'll let Leon do it. If Leon's confident, then.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you were hemming and hawing about it. I'd be like, maybe I'll change the rules
because
of
I can spend at least 2 points before burnout, 3 all. As long as I get at least 1, I can make it stable and make it happen and do the things that I need. So I'm gonna try not to float off into 0 gravity. But yeah, we'll do that. So let's try to jar the gimbal this situation. Ooh. I got 2, 3, 1, 3, 3, 4, which is triple threes.
Amazing.
There it is.
That is triscendence. 3s on 3s. So clearly I want to at least. Do I have special transcendence stuff? Like I'm gonna spend whatever I need to go 180 for sure.
Yeah, you've got 3 threes. So that right there is all you need to get this effect of having gravity reverse.
Right.
And you can have it be the range be infinite, or you can say it doesn't affect a single target. But you can also. So right now you're changing the gravity in this room. You're changing the whole gravity in the room. So everything.
Yeah, the water is going to go up as well.
Exactly. But so with Triscendence, you can choose unlimited 3s. You can gain 3 commendations, or you can recharge 3 quality assurances.
Dope. So I still haven't spent any quality assurances I'm aware of. I would like I'm choosing targets or I'm choosing non-targets.
You choose a target that it doesn't affect.
Dope.
So
okay. So
by default, everything flies up.
Right. So, and I can have an infinite number of 3s, so I can like pick every target that I want, right?
You could, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to pick every thing to not do that, except for this thing. So that this thing will fly up out of the gravity. That's what I would love to do with all of those 3s.
Yeah, very good. Very good.
Yeah. I'm going to,
So you do. Gravity reverses for this force that's pulling down, and it Robin, you feel like this struggle. Suddenly you have the force of the earth behind you, and you easily yeet this thing out of this shortcut that Leon made. And what you're holding on to when you free it from this shortcut is a soaked, waterlogged, blackened, stuffed lion.
Thought it might be the lion. I thought it was either going to be the lion or we needed the lion. Okay. It looks anomaly to me, I assume.
Oh, it looks full on dead ass anomaly.
Yeah.
And
this is it. Dia, this is it. We found it.
It has dead eyes like a doll's eyes.
Oh.
And it turns at you and it looks at you and it says, "I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you."
And the reappears from the hallway with the normal briefcase open to collect this little buddy.
And it looks at the briefcase and looks at you and it says, "You caught me.
I got you."
And
that's what I was gonna say.
It stops resisting and it happily disappears into the briefcase.
I mean, is there more water pouring out of the hole?
Is there more
or
water?
Was it just the thing that came through the hole?
Yeah,
or did water
I infinitely stopped it from affecting everything except for the anomaly.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. So even though it was flying into the heavens,
you
forced it into the briefcase.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were
and now the
right.
briefcase is floating? Question mark.
I think Thea's got a handle on it.
Well, I can just can I choose to end
She just
these
keeps pulling
effects, or
it
does
back
it?
down.
Yeah.
This effect lasts until you make another roll. So
Oh, so
Yeah,
like I literally
you-
can't just choose to stop it.
you can choose to make another roll.
Yeah, you can do something else as a roll.
Yeah. I'm gonna roll
Dia?
to I don't know, move a rock a little bit. Like I don't like I want to do the
Don't forget about your guy in the maze.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's,
I got
Yeah.
three. I
so
got
you've
three
made
rolls
one
on
since
him.
then. So you need one
Yeah.
roll to stop the gyro the gimbal effect and a second roll to free Joseph from the eternal maze.
I'll do it, Joseph, in a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I just want to adjust. Like I know this about myself and my anomaly, right? Like I need to do something to stop the effect of the thing I've already done.
You need the anomaly to stop the effect that you've already done. Yeah, in this specific instance. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna make that rock look as if erosion had given it a smiley face and just demand that it smiles. And tweak reality to have that have happened.
Chat says that you should use a roll to take a shortcut home.
Oh.
Well, so this is the question I was going to have to you, GM.
Yeah.
Sean,
Yes.
about the so the loose ends.
Mhm.
What's the agency's opinion on a guy who maybe saw three people knocking out someone unusually, but didn't actually witness any supernatural happenings?
I would say that they would not have been considered a loose end until you trap them in a Euclidean folding maze.
That's true.
Yeah. Now at that point, yeah, they're going to talk about that.
All right, we got to think about. Oh, what's happened to Rollerblade Man?
I left him sitting cross-legged on the floor of the lobby, meditating. He is sitting there going, hopefully.
Okay.
Hopefully.
I was
I
going to
don't
say,
know how good he is on rollerblades.
He just like sneaks into the room, just like
Yeah.
roller derby style. Yeah.
Look what I
I
can
was going
do.
to be like,
I mean, the other alternative is you just never roll again, and then Joseph can't be a loose end because.
Well, I
I was
mean,
gonna
my
say-
question then is how much the agency wants to clean this shit up, because we got people for that. I can just go back and be like, hey, dude's in a maze. You let me know when you want to deal with it. We did our job. Here is anomaly.
I am all about cleaning up a mess and bearing a problem.
Agency doesn't care.
I just
Yeah,
pointed
so
that
kill
out.
him.
Just pointing that out. Just pointing out your friendly local grave digger. Just pointing out that she is all about digging up some dirt, cleaning up a mess, and bearing a problem.
Yeah, so kill them all? Is that what that's plan?
No,
Is there
but like the loose ends. Like if listen, she's a grave digger. If she gotta do the thing, she gotta do the thing.
all I'm
I
saying
think
is
all
I got
told-
like 50 commendations, so I feel like one loose end ain't gonna ruin my day. Just putting a smile out there.
oh, this is why you've been on such good behavior this whole time. I'm going to look at Dia and be like, I feel like we got out lucky. I really thought I was going to have to end a few loose ends, a few loose middles, if you know what I mean. But I mean, there's got to be a different way, right?
Yeah,
To deal with them.
we can clean up a mess without burying a problem. It's possible.
I mean, Leon, all told, this would be this would be really good for me. The manager, Sean back at the agency, he was really getting on me about my dedication. So it'd be really good if we could go back with no loose ends, but preferably not one where I have to kill another person. Please.
I mean, you don't have to. Anyway, listen, I'm just joking, right? These are jokes, right? Right? These are jokes. Yeah.
I love it.
Robin's
just,
looking very seriously at you, like, no, he's probably had to kill lots of people before as the monster man of the group.
I will say you currently have 0 loose ends
Until Jones comes out of the maze.
until Joseph comes out of the maze.
Joseph, yes. Too many
but
goddamn
where's-
J's.
Wait, where's Jones? Is Jones not?
Jones is meditating. Joseph
Oh,
was.
Right.
Yeah, he's not, because he didn't see anything weird. He just kind of like probably felt weird, right, from being under the influence of this thing for a minute. But
right, and like probably doesn't know how he got these roller skates. But other than that, like NBD, because I taught him to meditate.
Yeah, hey, listen, so we just have to get back with no loose ends.
That's what I was like. That's why I was like, are you sure?
Yeah, Joseph definitely went through some weird stuff.
Okay, I'm putting us on a timer. We're going to figure out what we're going to do with these folks.
Okay.
I'm going to leave it up to Robin, because
can we? Do we have like a Men in Black flashy memory thing?
Aren't you bury a problem?
I mean,
can't you just like bury a memory? Like just bury the memory of him getting all weird? Is this the thing? What can you do here?
Like technically I don't have that skill. I have something called Dracula's Coffin, but that involves burying the whole person, I'm pretty sure.
Why don't you just borrow their memory and shoot for a failure?
But could I bury a memory?
Yeah.
Could I
bury a memory?
I don't know. Sean, can I bury a memory?
I don't think so. As a timepiece?
Oh, no, that's a drain. You're a timepiece.
Yeah. Dracula's Coffin, I think, comes from Gravedigger?
It does, yeah. And that would be...
So it's once per mission, too.
If you brought them back to the agency, you could just make them disappear.
Well... And, yeah, I'd be like, come with me on a magical little journey.
Just 1 second. My gloves.
Yes.
Now come with me.
Come with me if you want to live. And whether that's true or not is a whole nother matter.
So you're taking Joseph.
I'm taking. We have too many J names.
That's the one. Yes. So Jones, Jones, the person with the skate.
Or Jones
with the roller skates. Roller skater Jones, who was once on Survivor for 2 weeks.
Yes.
I'm taking roller skater Jones, the mini not celebrity. I'm going to put my gloves on and ask them to come with me if they want to live. And basically, yes, I'm going to take them to a place called the agency. And that's how I'm going to bury that problem.
Incredible.
Thank you. I will take that commendation. Thank you very much.
Yes, accept it, please, with my grace. Leon, what are you going to do about Joseph?
I'm gonna just not worry about it for right now, because I have to roll twice more before the agency cares. So I'm gonna do what Chat suggested. I would love to just create another shortcut right back to the agency that will stop the gravity situation as the suitcase is trying to drag Dia up into the air. And we'll go through, and as far as I'm concerned, job done. So
if you take any heat the agency throws our way, Leon, that's on you.
Hey, listen, I'm a dedicated
I'd love to get
servant.
back to reception.
Yeah. And you know what? Stuff happens. We can all just laugh about it, right?
So this says require one last roll.
It does, and it requires actually a couple of successes, because there's 3 of us. 4 of us if we're taking Joseph. So
Jones. We're taking Jones. We're taking Roller Skate Jones.
Roller Skate Jones. His nickname is Roller Skate Jones.
So
Roller Skate Jones.
I need to roll like my 3rd tri-sentence of the night, or somehow get 4 3s in order to take 4 people through this shortcut. So just letting you know, if I only get enough to jack it up to 3 3s, whoever Jay we got here is just going to be meditating his way in a cave and can figure itself out later. Because listen, it's not my job to clean stuff up. It's my job to keep it fun, guys. And getting home is fun for me. So let's just do that. I'm gonna try to get a triscendence of trisendences, and then see what happens.
You got a blessing from chat.
Hey, bless that roll. That's dope. I think that's a thing that still exists within our thing, but that is not a thing for this game, but we super appreciate the bits. Here we go. Well, so technically, because it's funny, when we do a D20 system, a blessing lets you add 1 D4 to your roll. So if it worked for this, that would be a D4 that I could add. Here we go. Well, damn. 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 1. So 1 success.
Oh boy.
Yeah. And I
What do
have
you need?
2. I have 2 initiative. So that's
So
3
who's
people.
not coming?
Okay. I got something for this. It's called overclock. I got something for this.
Potentially. So go ahead.
It's called overclock. And it says after someone else rolls, I roll with initiative. And on a success, I allow you to use the ability again using your first result, which would definitely get us enough. Because you would therefore that's how numbers work. You would have enough. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That
Okay,
owns.
okay.
That's perfect. I love it.
I've been like looking at that this entire game going, when am I going to use this? When am I going to use this? And I've been like trying to figure it out. And lo and behold,
Exactly at the right time.
exactly at the right time.
And
There
then
is
to roll 0 threes.
1 3 in there. That's all I needed.
That's all you needed, baby. That's a success. So you turn the original roll into 6 successes.
Yes, I allow you get to use it again using your first result. So yes.
Incredible. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Perfect.
You could even bring 2 friends if you wanted.
Yeah, you can bring Joseph now.
Joseph is still stuck in a maze.
Great.
Still trying
So
to
you-
run back to his room.
They'll send in
So
they've got other
where-
teams for that.
Where specifically in the agency would you like to be shortcutted?
What was our boss's name? Sean?
Sean, GM, your general manager.
I'd
Sean.
love to go straight to Sean's office.
Great.
Yeah, just pop out. Rabbit
Uh-huh.
from a hat. Just
Sure. Sean is sitting across the desk from an intern who's just weeping. And he's saying, it's okay, but you do need to be out of here within the next 45 minutes. And you emerge from a filing cabinet drawer inside his office and spill out into this scene.
Fantastic.
And he says to you, "Oh, how'd it go?"
We're back.
Blackout. Smash the credits. Triangle Agency. X
Boom.
Liminal Horror. One night at the Shelterwood Inn.
there we go. There we go. It
Oh my goodness.
was a good time.
Y'all, what a good
Oh,
time.
that was so much fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
What a good time, great time.
I feel like
Yeah.
that in there really let us shine some abilities for how we're altering reality because man, whew, that was I'm sad I didn't get to make that smiley rock face, but I'll think about it next time.
Yeah. In the credits roll in the montage, you see the general manager Sean awarding a certificate of most value for earning the most commendations versus earning the least demerits to Leon, who kept the mood light and earned transcendence twice.
Good work, Leon.
And awarding a certificate of probation to Thea, who, in spite of her greatest efforts, just touched a few too many living things.
I touched 2 living things,
Just
and
a
I
few
had
too many.
4 commendations. Wah, wah. She gets Miss Congeniality. It's okay.
She does, and most improved.
Yeah, big corporate job vibes. Like you did like 10 good things, but the one slightly bad thing is the thing you get.
My 2
That's
my
all
2
up on your
demerits.
review. That's right.
From
Yeah,
now on,
so-
gloves all the time, baby.
So thanks everybody for sticking around and watching. This has been One Night at the Shelterwood Inn, a Triangle Agency adventure. If you liked what you see, I see that we pinned in the chat here. You can check out hauntedtable.games to learn all about Triangle Agency. We're currently in the middle of our Kickstarter campaign. Things are very exciting there. We just released a whole new slate of stretch goals. So if you want to watch us on our journey to making this rulebook bigger, better, and beefier in every way, check that out. And this adventure is also available if you liked what you saw and want to run it with your own group in either Triangle Agency or Liminal Horror. I'm going to pop the link right there in the chat. It's at unenthuser.itch.io/one night.
Yeah. So this is, and not only that, so we have the Kickstarter going. Get the Shelterwood Inn from Unenthuser, but if you are watching this one and somehow not seeing any of the other things we've already done with this group and this adventure and everything, the previous episode, because I'll be dropping both of these to YouTube this week, is with Liminal Horror, and you can go back and actually watch our episode or listen to our episode where we talked with Sean and Caleb of Haunted Table about Triangle Agency. Had a little interview and ran a different game with that. The I believe we ended up calling it the Meat Cute or Meat Cube or Street Meat or whatever it was. It's adorable. And so you can absolutely check those things out. So definitely back this project. It's amazing. It is exploded as I'm just saying, as I said, it was gonna cause a stir, and I think that it has indeed caused a ripple. It is a wonderful project.
The weekly scroll bump.
Nah, we didn't. No. But I wish if we could say, hey, back a project and it hit 6 figures, that would be awesome. But the project speaks plenty for itself and all the amazing work that has been put into it. It is an amazing game. Very, very excited for that, and really appreciate you guys coming back on the show again, and for Leona and Christian to also be here. This was a fantastic time. But this has been Shelterwood Inn on the Weekly Scroll podcast. You can find us at all of our socials, the.weekly.scroll on Instagram, weekly_scroll on Twitter, and theadventurearchive.net on or the Adventure Archive on YouTube. Watch all the other stuff, and everybody, you all have a wonderful evening.
Thank you. Such a great time.
It was a blast.